Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome so much to the fourth day of this Speakers and Leaders Motivational Speaking Contest. My name is Sardinas. I'm the founder of Speakers and Leaders Top Coach International and Entrepreneurs and Leaders program designed to help you to share your message with the world, to help you to enhance your public speaking skills so you can attract more business to you. And a ritmo de salsa, I want to introduce to you our hostess, Lily, that she's gonna be doing a lot of some dancing.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Speakers Are Leaders Motivational Speaking Contest. Tonight is going to be a fantastic night. My name is Lily Patrascu, and I'm the founder of Speakers Are Leaders, Brand for Speakers, Top Coach International, and Entrepreneurs Are Leaders. And recently I have created Brand for Speakers University, where you too can place your online course if you have dreams of sharing your knowledge, your skills, your expertise, and turn them into an online course that could be shared with the world. And tonight we have an amazing contest with 4 amazing speakers, and they are so amazing and so experienced that I would like to say that tonight is going to be the battle of the titans. Some of them have as much as 20 and 35 years of experience, and others around 2 years of experience. So it's going to be a very tight contest, and it's going to be very fun because some speakers are inspirational, others have overcome amazing circumstances and are speaking to you today, and others are very humorous and funny. So you're going to have a lot of fun. And tonight we have some amazing rules. The first one is that every single speaker is going to speak for a maximum of 25 minutes. And if they go over, they will be disqualified. And please be kind. If you are there watching your friends or supporting the judges, then please vote for them a little bit later. You will have the opportunity to do that in the Facebook group called Speakers Are Leaders Motivational Speaking Contest. And if you're not there right now, please go ahead and go to that group so that you will have the opportunity to vote for your favorite speaker later on when the polls open. Don't worry, we will give you some instructions about that a little bit later. So for now, let's see some of your comments, some of your likes and shares. And when you see something that you like, please comment, like, and share. Give us as much love and support as you possibly can, because the fear of public speaking is the biggest fear in the world, and the fear of being judged is even bigger. So all of these speakers are courageous, and they are turning up tonight. And we have already had more than 50,000 people who have seen our videos for the last 3 days of the contest, and we are likely to reach 100,000 people. So all these speakers have amazing courage to show their face and to inspire you and motivate you and give you all they've got. So the most important thing, if you're a speaker, remember that tonight is about winning against yourself. As long as you are improving more compared to yesterday, you are a better version of yourself today compared to yesterday, you are winning. And of course, there is only one winner, and tonight's speakers are all extremely good. So the contest is going to be very, very, very tight. So, and you will have the opportunity to speak on stage around the world. All of these speakers have the opportunity to speak on stage around the world. In fact, some of the speakers tonight have had the opportunity to be invited to speak alongside Michelle Obama, and we'll find out who it is a little bit later. And regardless of whoever wins tonight, everyone has the opportunity to be booked on stage to speak around the world, and we have a lot of opportunities for all of them to speak in India, in Bhutan, in Dubai, and many other places. And now let's see who is going to be the first speaker. And how we're going to do that, we're going to play a game. It's called the Wheel of Names. So we're going to start playing the Wheel of Names. The wheel is going to turn and it's going to decide who is the first speaker. So let's start playing the Wheel of Names. Hold on, I'm not seeing the Wheel of Names. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so it looks like Val was the first one, yeah? Okay, perfect. So Val is the very first speaker. And now let's play the Wheel of Names again.
Second.
The second speaker for tonight is going to be Sunny. And let's play the Wheel of Names again. Oh, something went wrong here. Okay, let's play the Wheel of Names again. Speaker is Jimmy. And the last speaker is Alberto. So you have to sit tight because all these speakers are incredible. You are going to see the battle of the titans tonight. So before every speaker speaks, Harry is going to introduce the incredible judges tonight. So let's give a warm round of applause back to Harry Sardinas.
And with the Cuban sound music, I'm so happy to introduce all our amazing judges because without them, this contest will be never possible. So the first judge that I want to introduce is Jenny. So welcome, Jenny, to be one of our judges today. So Jenny, she's a motivational speaker and property entrepreneur with a background rooted in working with clients to achieve financial security by using property investment as a vehicle. Thank you so much, Jenny. Great motivational speaker, Jenny, great speaker. Yes, and then our next judge that we want to introduce today is our amazing graduate, Hermione. Hermione is not only one of our graduates from Speakers and Leaders, she has been taking several trainings in the Speakers and Leaders Advanced course. She's also part of our team, of the logistic team of the Speakers and Leaders when we create great events. And when we do events and Hermione is not around, Lily is panicking. So nice to see you and nice to support us here. Thank you very much, Hermione, for your support. Thank you. Next, Josh. Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Yes. The next judge is Monica. And Monica is here with us. And she's the president of First London Toastmaster. She's a UK Senior Lawyer Commissioner in Maritime Skills and Commission, also Maritime Skills Commission. And she always believed that you can find the best version of yourself. She's also broadcaster. She has not one, but 2 podcasts. So thank you so much, Monica, for having you here. Monica is the president of one of the most largest Toastmasters in United Kingdom. So you deserve one more clap for this. Very good. And then we have our next judge that we have to introduce is the powerhouse, Unleash Your Superpower, one of the first graduate of the Speakers and Leaders. Actually, in the very first version of the Speakers and Leaders, Mokhtar not only was a graduate, but also he spoke at the speech of Mokhtar. He's a property investor. He's an award-winning motivational speaker, creator of the amazing workshop on Live Your Superpower, breakthrough coach, author of the upcoming book, Stop Wishing, Start Doing, property investor, husband, dad, most important, he is your friend. He has been, like he's a participant at the Speakers and Leaders, not only as a graduate, but also as a lead trainer and a speaker. So nice to see you, Mokta. Thank you very much for being here. Very good. Yes. And we have another powerhouse to invite to our Asset George, the amazing Shane Senior. So Shane Senior he's an inspirational public speaker, actor, featured in TV, films, and commercial, and he's the author of the book Positive Thought and Positive Outcome. He has been several times master of ceremony in highlight big events that Speakers and Leaders has organized, like Speakers and Leaders event, Speakers and Leaders awards, exponential business growth, and also he has been as Mota one of the lead trainers with us when we run the big events. And so we're very grateful, Shane, not only for your help here today, but also for your support. Yeah. Then one more motivational speaker we have here. His name is Sandro. And Sandro, he's a motivational speaker. He's also one of the authors, as well as Mokta, of the Lily's program as well. He's also a property investor, motivational speaker, a philanthropist, and someone with a big heart and a big career ahead as a speaker. He's also property investor, and he runs a multi-million pound portfolio of a company here in London. Let me give one more clap. Very good. Then we have Chris Miranda. Chris is a business coach, and Chris helps people to improve skills in the communication, sales, and negotiation. Has been also been business advisors in sales processes and recruitment for 10 years. For the month, he's in learning officer of one of the most important universities in Mexico. Nice to have you here, Chris. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And our next judge is Oli from the Caribbean, and Oli is a health coach, a leadership coach, and a great motivational speaker. He's based in the Caribbean at the moment. So we are happy to see you here, and thank you so much, Oli, for your support. Let me give you one more clap. And last but not least, we have the powerful Africa Wonder Woman, Juliet. She's a broadcaster, a politician, a great motivational speaker, and she has her own TV show, Africa Wonder Woman. Some of the speakers and leaders graduated has a speak on the TV show, including myself, and some of more the graduates. She has an amazing broadcast and TV show, great influences. So nice to have you again, Juliet, with us. And I can see Nikki. Nikki is also with us today. So Nikki, if you can open your camera and say hello, just to open your camera so we can see you. So I know that Nikki is listening. Yeah, Nikki, she's a property investor, motivational speaker, and she's also a property entrepreneur, and she's author also of this book from Lily's program, Property Investing Strategy. Great speaker as well. So nice to have you here, Nikki, with us today. Very good. Excellent. So saying that, we are already here in our end. So Brox is preparing my computers, and we're switching all the devices because now I'm about to pass the stage to Lily, that will introduce our first speakers for today. So welcome to the stage, Lily.
So the first person in the Battle of the Titans and Speakers Are Leaders of Motivational Speaking Contest is one amazing lady. And she is a spiritual, conscious parenting and life coach, and the co-founder of Top Coach International alongside Harry Sardinas, myself, Alberto Pupo, Franz Chacon, and Jose Luis Godoy. And one thing that's very special about her is that, did you know that most people are looking for abundance? And a lot of times they are looking for it in external places. And Val Alino talks about how it's so important for you to have your inner abundance first, to work on yourself and to trust your journey so you can achieve your goals. And she's an example of just that, because many times she has gone through difficult situations and she has managed to overcome all of those difficult situations because she trusted her journey. One very recent example of that is she was invited through us to go to Dubai. And at the time, the flights flying out of Peru were banned. The entire country was in coronavirus lockdown, and she was not sure that she would be able to make it. And she still said yes, and she's going. And now, as it happens, the doors of the borders have just opened, and she was able to fly out. And it's an amazing thing to be able to make it, in spite of everything. And it's because she trusted her journey. And she's an incredible woman with over 20 years of experience as a life conscious parenting and spiritual coach. She has made a big difference to people who wanted to kill themselves. She has saved hundreds and hundreds of people, and she has made a big contribution to people who were homeless in India. And hopefully she will tell you a lot more, because her experience is so broad, it would take me an entire day to tell you all about it. She has received several awards. She appeared on different channels, on TV channels. She was featured in the media, and you are going to absolutely adore this amazing lady. Let's give a round of applause to the incredible Val Alino.
Thank you so much, Lily, for that beautiful introduction. Thank you for making this happen. I would like at this point, before I start, of course, always start from a place of gratitude and thank Harry Sardinas, Lily. I cannot miss Brox and Matthew behind the scenes that do all this work to make this possible. All our incredible judges. Know that it's an honor to be speaking before you. Of course, our speakers, our leaders, family that I've been blessed to co-teach with Harry Sardinas. And just, I dedicate this talk to anyone that not only is a parent, but just has an encounter with children. Whether I believe every single person that will watch this recording has had some encounter or will have an encounter with a child, whether it is your own or not. So I now center my heart to give you all my love and my light and my experience in hopes that I can put a seed in your heart to really understand that we are here only to be followed, that we follow the child, not the child follow us. So on that note, thank you so much, and let's get started. If we can start with our first slide, please, I would truly appreciate it. And the talk that I'm giving tonight is called The Magic of Conscious Parenting, how to become the parent you've always wanted to be. And if you think of that title, it is so profound. Just be the parent you've always wanted to be. And through all my experiences and through my journey that I will be happy to share with you tonight, you will actually understand why this has been such an important tool for me to yell, to scream, to share in every single corner of the world. May I please have the next slide? And actually, I've already been introduced. So the only thing I want to add, we can keep this slide. The only thing I'd like to add is that I have been also a volunteer all over the world, always being an advocate for children. So the first thing I want to say is like parenting isn't stressful at all, right? Just like this lady over here, Jessica, at age 27, that is how she looks. So any of you that are parents that are watching this, if anybody can relate, raise your hand, please, because we all know that it is a hard journey. So let us see how we can really enjoy our journey. If you can please kindly go to the next slide. So before I really start in the tools of everything that it takes to be this parent that we all want to be, I'd like to share a little bit about my upbringing. So this is actually a picture of my parents. And unfortunately, when I was at age 5, my parents got a divorce. And even before then, my father had already left the house for a whole year. So when I was growing up, my parents, my family always labeled me, I believe with out of true love, but as a child with a very weak heart, because I was very sensitive to every situation. When I saw pain, it was 3 times to me to feel that pain. And they just put me in a little bubble to not to hear what is going on with our family and just really protect my heart. So as life started moving and I started living these different paths in life, I did not know really how to handle. And my first test to overcome was the separation of my parents. And it wasn't only losing, not only losing my father, but my sister had actually gone with my father as well. So it was a really, really challenging time, even though I was only 5 years old. As I kept on growing, not too long after that, a stepfather came into the picture. And while he seemed to be loving and kind, he was really, really a controller. And I really had some of the deepest challenges that I've had in my life. As I became trustworthy of him, I noticed that he didn't care for me to talk to my father or see him or actually have any encounter with him. And that was very, very challenging. It was his jealousy. And although he gave me and my sister and my mother everything we needed, it was that factor that I didn't understand why I couldn't be with my own father. And the hardest situation came when we moved to Texas. I was living in Mexico City at the time, and we moved to Texas when I was in 2nd grade. So from 2nd grade to 7th grade, I now really barely had any interaction with my father, because back then we didn't have internet and the letters took forever. So I just couldn't understand why I couldn't be with my father. And this stepfather really started to get me really confused as he started being too kind and generous. And it led to a physical sexual abuse. And this time in my life, it was really, really, really tough because I didn't have the courage to speak up. I didn't want to get my mom's heartache. And I said nothing to anyone. And my escape was my volunteer life. That my mother at a very, very young age taught us that through volunteer, everything can transform. So that was my outlet to go to. And as time went by, when I came back to Mexico City, I noticed that a lot of paradigms that are gifted to us through generations, through religions, through politics, through patterns, they can be broken. Because who can tell me that I would not have this bond with my father only because this circumstance happened? That did not make him a bad father. He just respected and did not want to cause me pain and never forced me or made a big deal about it. And for this, I am very thankful for. So can you please go to the next slide? As I start telling you why I got, do not play this video yet, Brox, please, why I started really immersed in this whole philosophy of parenting. I did not want any child to suffer. I wanted to protect all the children around the world and teach parents how to do what was gifted to them, that they can just be the most incredible parents from love and just observing every child that came to this world. And so at 13 years of age, instead of buying makeup and jewelry, I was buying parenting books and I was educating myself. And I had a firm belief that I wanted to become a teacher and have my own school, which I actually was blessed to have. So the first thing that I studied was Montessori education. And Montessori education really taught me to observe the child. And that is what I did since the beginning of my early teachings about education. And when I started observing and I just started teaching and learning, I have learned so many things about children. And this is the video that we are going to play now, where how in the world can we possibly think that we can be of service to children when they have their own individual self, that they are our teachers, that they are our mirrors? And we're not seeing the video yet, so I can stop talking as soon as the video comes.
About Jesus.
Hallelujah.
That's loud.
Okay, sorry.
Do it nicely.
Oh, yes. Hallelujah.
I got a boyfriend.
Oh, no, you do not.
Yes, I do.
Oh, no, you do not.
Yes, I do.
That boyfriend better be talking to your daddy.
No. No.
Yes, he better.
I'm cute. I'm cute. I'm cute. I'm cute. I'm cute. I'm cute.
Do you like your outfit? It's a bow. It's a bow. It matches your hair bow. Do you like it?
I'm cute.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No. 1, 2, 3, 5.
No, it's not, Aaliyah. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No. It's 1, 2, 3, 5.
No, sweetie. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
5.
That's 1, 2, 3, 5.
No. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No. That's 1, 2, 3, 5.
Aaliyah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, Mommy. That's 1, 2, 3, 5. If he could do it,
This isn't a movie.
he believed in himself. And you can too.
Oh man, you gonna put it on me like that?
You can do anything that you want. You can get singing lessons, get a better job, make more money. You could be even like rich. You could live in the White House someday. You could be president.
Me?
Do what you want to do. It's not about it's not up to other people.
It's true.
It's up to you. You did it like this, and they're supposed to be up like this, which they're not. So I don't think you have to redo it. I still like it. It's just that I like it. It's just that it's wrong. Cause one time Mommy got it right, but she did it up like I wanted it.
Are you in a bad mood?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I have a kiss?
No.
Can I have a kiss?
No.
Why?
No.
Please, can I have one kiss?
No.
Fine. Do you want pizza?
Yeah.
Do you want pizza?
Yeah.
Can I have a kiss?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Brock. So please, judges, audience, tell me, what do we have to teach these children? Children come here to be their own sovereign selves. They come here happy, joyous, forgiving, thoughtful, motivational, kind. They stand up for their beliefs. And we are here to think that we're going to role model them to what we think is best, or that they are here to heal us in some way. This is a time where we just have to really at least understand that every child has and always has been a teacher for us. We have been blindfolded and thinking that only because they're little, we can overpower them. So in this talk, that it is for Every parent, whether you planned a pregnancy, you didn't plan a pregnancy, where you adopted a child, you've encountered a child, you volunteer with children, you can make a difference by taking notes on these powerful suggestions and tools that I am blessed to gift with you. So the first paradigm I want to break is like, what is this traditional parenting? So if I may have the next slide, please. This first slide teaches us the traditional parenting, with most of us have been in. And if you can just bear with me, there are 10 points. They sound something like, see if you find yourself in any of these points, or you know somebody in your life that fall into these different points. You must obey your adults, even if you know they are wrong. I was raised like that. They're your adults. You have to follow them. You must respect the child around you. But I question, what happens when they don't respect you? You will suffer. Parenting is stressful. Parents raise their children out of fear and insecurities that they did not heal. Parents make their children do either what they were good or what they never got to do. And this is a typical situation. So in these first 5 points that I want to share with you, I beg every single one that watches this video to please follow the child's heart. If a child is telling you that he or she does not feel comfortable with an adult, do not make them honor them. Do not make them respect them. Our children are not puppetries that we can make them do what we want. Yes, we can make them do, but out of fear and disconnection. So let's continue, please, the next slide, where we will see the next points. Children were influenced to make decisions in life based on what their parents thought was a successful life. Parents are not mean. They were broken because they never put themselves first or healed their wounds. So they have passed this on to their children. Parents are raising a mini me version of themselves. Many parents have children because it was the next best thing to do, because they want to continue the family name, or just because they were afraid to grow up old alone. And very few parents really get educated before becoming parents. So I want to, before I tell you what conscious parenting is, I would like to share with you a couple of points around this. That even that many of us have been raised in this way, or perhaps still parent in this way, there is always time to make a difference. And it's something I can really tell you to, or encourage you to do, is to heal these wounds. That is actually part of my system. But in the particular point that I mentioned, that parents are not mean, they just have a broken soul, a broken heart, some past trauma, that when you dig deep in your past, you can really understand where they are coming from. In my case, I dug deep why my mother was the way she was and was so still loving. I found out that she was an orphan when she was 12 from mother and father, and watched her parents die, and she hopped through orphanage, house to house. All these informations led me to understand her and love her even more. So if we can go to the next slide, please. It is important that we find, actually the one before that, if you don't mind going back. Parenting is hard because your child reflects back at what you have not yet resolved within yourself. And in this particular slide, I want to tell you something very personal. Yes, I had the pleasure of getting married, and I had a marriage of 20 plus years, and I had my dream come true of having my own children and be well educated and dedicate my life entirely, and even had my own school so they can come to my school. And I had loving teachers, and everything was so beautiful. And I tried my best to do everything that I thought was right, and always owning their own separate self. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't want to say what is right or wrong, I did get a divorce, and actually not only had a divorce, but 3 years ago, with this divorce, my children went to live to LA. And while that was the hardest moment of my life, I was eaten by the interesting points of views of people, and judgmental, like especially being a Hispanic mother, that children must stay with their mother. And I locked myself for 6 months, not knowing what to do. How could I show my face to the light if I taught parenting? How could I be a role model? How people would be so cruel to say, at the time I thought it was cruelty, but now I know it's not cruelty. It's their own broken heart that judge me and say, how, Val, how are you going to teach if you have a broken family? We can go to the next slide, please. And as I learned about what all these feelings were about, I remember why I did this job, and just went back and centered myself in my spirituality and love. And I remember that every single job that I had was around children, volunteer in schools, in Spain, in India, in the United States, in Peru. And I was determined to keep on doing my dream, because anybody that watches this, I encourage you to continue to follow your heart, knowing that you are still you, regardless of what happens to you. And this gave me more power to just continue to flow and be close to my children in a most beautiful way. And through our volunteer work, my children picked up on all this. And this is only a very short video, if you can put it on, Brox, of my own son, that he said, Mommy, I'm going to share with you. I'm not sure you can hear. I'm going to share with you what you have taught me and what has been important to me. And this is just a short video that I'm sad that we can't hear it right now, but he's actually explaining a beautiful quote that was so meaningful to him. And what I'm telling you all, that no matter how broken your life is and how the circumstances in life are, you can allow that love to be unconditional to every child in this world. And Brox, please do not get mortified if we cannot hear it. We can go to the next slide.
And I'd like to share a special quote that is very special to me and my family. It is, do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as you ever can. This is important to me because it shows everything you can do in your life and how it can make a difference. Thank you.
So as this is Ian, my son, who is, they are my true teachers, my children, the children I encounter. And even though there are hardships going on, just continue to believe in yourself and just trust your journey and follow your heart. So I have developed an incredible system, which we have right now in this slide. And it's a 3-step system. One is to be congruent. The second is to be present. And the third is to have connection over correction. In the next slide, I will be explaining briefly a little bit about each one. To be congruent means to take care of yourself, to always put yourself first, and to always know that if you are well, the rest of the people are well. It also teaches you to heal your wounds and break those patterns. They need to stop with you now so that your own children don't continue this. So how? Healing your past history, the past history of your parents. And of course, please lead by example. The children are sponges, so they only need to follow what you are doing, and you don't need to teach them. The next slide, please. We have to be present. That means to free the child, to let them be, to trust their heart, to respect them, and to allow them to be observed. Just observe and not interrupt them, and let them guide you, how they want to learn, what they want to do in life, how they want to be inspired, who they want to become. The next slide, please. The third step is connection over correction. You need to please stop putting praises and punishment and use your heart to understand and have dialogue with your children. Protect these gifts that we saw at the beginning of the video, where they come with these natural traits. Have fun and honor your children's feelings. Allow them to be expressed, and that they can always tell you, I'm angry, and allow them to be angry. And if you're angry, go ahead and be angry and say, I'm angry. So on this note, I want to just say, you always have time. It's never, ever, ever too late to heal, to change, and transform. And I want to encourage at this time that if you could just take a deep breath, every person that will hear this message, that if you can at this time connect with your heart and just take a deep breath, a really deep breath, and just honor the stage that you are in at this time, and just say thank you for the gift of being alive and for being able to share your heart and light with any child that you are now encountering, have encountered, or will encounter. And honor the possibility to be guided by a child. Break the paradigms. No one can tell you that you are a bad mother if you don't live with your children. No one can tell you that you failed because you had to leave your children behind to work or to find a better life, or you left them with a babysitter. No one can tell you that you have a broken family as long as you have a strong heart. Please, I just want you to always be of love and service to children. They are our future, and they deserve to be their own sovereign soul. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have been here today. And thank you for allowing me to be a vessel of love and inspiration to as many people as I can. I wish that every adult, every young, every youth has the opportunity to be blessed by your presence, by simply just giving eye contact and just being present and allowing children to become who they are meant to be. I thank you and I bless every one of you, and I hope that you help me transmit this message to as many people as you can. Thank you.
We have heard a spectacular message from the Mary Poppins of infinite giving. You have noticed that she does look very much like Mary Poppins, and she's just as charismatic, and she delivered an incredible speech with a beautiful smile. And I've gotten to know Val during my trip in Peru, where I was stuck for 111 days, and I got to know what an incredible spiritual person she is. And she has delivered an amazing speech, and I hope she touched your heart in the same way that she has touched mine. So a massive round of applause for Val Alino. And I'm handing back the stage to Harry Sardinas.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I know what you're wondering. You wonder what is a Speakers and Leaders Club and who are our members. So we have an amazing video that we're about to play right now, where you too can see who are our members of the Speakers and Leaders Club, because the Speakers and Leaders Club is just not only will help you to become a great motivational speaker, but we also help you how to grow your coaching business and your speaking business, as well as training you how to become a great motivational speaker. We are meeting every single day, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. online. And once we have the video ready, okay, can we play the video and meet our members of the Speakers and Leaders Club? Speakers and Leaders Club. My name is Harry Sardinas. I'm the founder of Speakers and Leaders.
My name is Patrascu, and I'm the founder of Speakers and Leaders and Brand for Speakers.
My name is Val Alino. I am a life coach, conscious parenting, and spiritual coach.
Hi
everybody, my name is Beata Podgorska. I'm a mindset and confidence coach.
I'm Tom Thompson, author of the upcoming book, Tree Economy.
My name is Teuta Attili. I am an author. My first book, Born to Stand Out, and my second book, Family, Legacy of Love.
My name is Muhammad Jalma. I help people to build their dreams and to make them a better person.
My name is Nida Sabah. I am an author and I am a political economy advisor.
My name is Will Gerard. I'm a life coach, therapist, and motivational speaker.
My name is Adobe. I'm a reinvention coach.
I'm Nick, and I'm the best-selling author of Secret Influence, Communicate and Persuaded Power, and a professional copywriter.
My name is Dee Lana, author of the book Get Stuff Done.
I'm Christian Moses. I'm the author of this book, One Life, One List.
Hello everyone, my name is Ronsuke, transformational coach and motivational speaker.
I'm Asuni. I'm an international motivational speaker, also the author of the book Discipline Purpose.
Hello everyone, I am Michelle Yao. I am a speaker. I am a life coach, helping people to find their life purpose.
My name is Christina and I am entrepreneur and parental coach.
My mission in life is empower millions of people around the world to have a voice, because I really believe that your voice can transform the world.
I joined Speakers Are Leaders Club. I since have enhanced my speaking skills. I was able to gain a lot of confidence with speaking engagements. I'm now speaking internationally.
I've got to use public speaking and online public speaking to get my message across, to connect with people, to tell stories that bring people in and engage them, and to be a more powerful speaker.
Since I joined Harry and Lily, I've gained unimaginable confidence and gone from a shy guy to now being the president of one of the biggest London Toastmaster clubs. I organise my events, and I founded one of the largest growing copywriting communities on Patrascu.
Working with Harry and Lily and being a part of Speakers Are Leaders Club is just amazing. We share, we care, and we help each other to grow and how to get success.
Then I had the possibility to practice. I learned the structure of the speeches, how to engage the people.
The reason why I joined Speakers Are Leaders, I was looking for somewhere that would get me, would understand my vision and run with me. And I got that when I joined Speakers Are Leaders. Harry Sardinas, Lily Patrascu, thank you 1,000 times over for helping me realize my dreams and my passion within my book.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to see all those inspiring people.
And I'm so happy to be here in this club.
Wonderful club I joined that helped me improve and harness my speaking ability.
What I've learned here is giving me confidence, and I'm even I learned how to go on Zoom from Facebook Live today. Together, we will do different for the whole world and build a new future for our new generation.
Join Speakers Are Leaders Club so you can discover how to become a more charismatic speaker and leader, how to overcome the fear of speaking, how to speak more confidently, how to get paid and booked to speak from the stage, how to build your coaching and speaking business. Register at speakersareleaders.com and I'll see you there.
Thank you very much. And now we're about to introduce you one of the most charismatic speakers that I ever met. So for that, I want to give the welcome to the stage to Lily.
Did you know that most people die broke and you don't have to? The next speaker is a very captivating, charismatic person with a sunny personality, and his name is Sunny Ahonsi. He's a cryptopreneur and speaker, author, and international speaker as well. And he teaches people how to manage their money so they can keep more and lose less. And did you know that the blockchain revolution is here to stay? And if you don't want to be left behind, listen to this amazing talk by Ahonsi. He created an incredible app called MediLives app, which enables you to get access to a doctor fast from the comfort of your own home at the click of a button. So let's listen to the incredible speaker with a sunny personality. His name is Ahonsi. Let's give a round of applause to Ahonsi.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, every single one on this platform today. Thank you, Lily, for that magnanimous introduction, and also for Harry as well. My topic for today is really, the theme is, there is hope after adversity. But that hope depends on you, how you manage the process. My favorite quote is, do you have been tripped? The pebble that actually tripped you can be used in two different ways. Either you use it as a stepping stone to get to your destination, or they become stumbling blocks. So whether you use it as a stepping stone or they create the barrier for you depends on your very attitude to do so. Just before I start my presentation, I'd like to ask you two fundamental questions. Number one, how many of you would like to find their purpose in life? You can drop your comment in the box. And how many of you want to be appreciated for what they do? That's the second question. You can put it in a box. Thank you very much. I'd like to use this opportunity to thank the organizer, Lily and Harry, notably, and the judges, my co-contestant, and every single person listening to this particular conference today around the globe. Isn't that really amazing? And it is also very important that I extend my thanks to myself, my family, who had enabled me to do all of this. Tonight, I'm going to be taking you on my journey. But just before I do that, I'd like to tell you a story of what happened some years back. There's a little boy, the parent took him to the village at the age of 9. And this little boy has a fascination for butterfly. So one morning he went out to the garden chasing after the butterfly. Then the grandmother was watching through the window, cavity. The little boy was chasing after the butterfly, day 1. He repeated the same exercise second day, the third, the fourth, the fifth. Then when he came inside the house, the grandmother actually encountered and asked, "Son, what were you doing in the garden?" He said, "Grandma, I've been chasing after the butterfly for about 5 days now, and I have not caught any of them." The grandmother said, "Son, do you know what you need to do in order to be able to catch a butterfly?" The little boy said to him, "No, Grandma, what can I do?" He said, "You need to do things what butterfly like." They said, "What is that?" I said, "You need to go and collect the petals of those of the flowers of the plant, stick them around your head, and stand still. The butterfly will come." Obediently, the little boy went to the garden the following morning, as early as 8 a.m. in the morning, excited to see what exactly would come out from grandmotherly recommendation. He did exactly so. He did just so. And he stood still Few seconds later, guess what happens? All the butterflies were coming in without much effort. And all he does is simply to grab hold of some of the butterfly. Excitedly, he ran into the front room. Say, Grandma, I've got the butterfly in my hand. The grandma said, well done, son. That's what you need to do. What's the moral of this story? Well, this story actually taught me two things. Because the little boy in that story is a person talking to you, me, myself. True story. It taught me two things. Number one, you need to be persistent for whatever things you need to achieve in life. And the second one, which is very fundamentally important, which is close to my heart, you need to be able to be taught, ability and willingness to listen to others, whether they're older or younger than you are. And the third lesson is this: for anything you do in life, there's a strategy for you to take. Therefore, my desire in life is always to help other people, to share my story. My name is Dr. Ahonsi. Yes, I am the trainer, a leadership coach. I've coached people from all over the world, and the author of the upcoming books, which is The Change Your World of Blockchain, and also a member of Speakers and Leaders. Hence the reason why I'm on this particular platform today. I travel the world supporting, helping so many different people out of adversity. In fact, just came back from Cameroon, from Uganda, helping people with exactly the product around relating to blockchain and healthcare. So let me take you on my journey. This journey actually started when I was a little boy. I hated going to school, very much so. But with the advent and influence of my cousins, I started going to school. And the first day when I actually went and appeared in the classroom, the environment was electrifying. The kids were singing, rain, rain, go away, come and rain another day. It was amazing. And the teacher I had at that point in time was really lovely, but very strict. Then she said to me, are you coming back to school tomorrow? I said, yes, ma'am, but I wasn't convinced. But the following morning, I was very excited. I said, let me go back to school so that I'll be able to see maybe there's going to be another singing today. Then I went. From that time forward, I never looked back. That education is important, not only to teach you things about life, but also to give you wisdom and the know-how. Today, I've gone through all the educational system up to PhD level. That is a boy who has now become a man. In my 20s, I decided to change the comfort zone and moved down to central London. Then from central London, I was living with friends and families, and before long, you have overstayed your welcome, as you know. So I decided to rent a room myself whilst I was going to the college and study. And I didn't have any money in my pocket. So I approached one of my cousins who lives in Richmond, Tom. I said to Tom, this is my situation. I need about £1,500. He sighed with relief, said, what are you going to do with it? And I explained my situation to him. He said, okay, he's willing to lend me the £1,500, but I should wait till tomorrow. In tomorrow, he sent me a long list of what I need to do before I can get. I need to fill in an application form. I'm going to pay 1.5% of that particular loan. At first, I explained the situation to my cousin who lives in Merton. He said to me, never, don't take that money because it's supposed to be a family. and he should have given it to me for free. But on reflection, I went ahead, took the loan, and take the charge of it. Got a room, comfortable, started working, going to college, studying for marketing at that point in time. Guess what happens? 3 months later, I was able to work hard, generate that money with interest and pay back. You can imagine on that day when I actually paid Tom. Let me just take a breath, just reflect for a moment. I was so excited, a sense of achievement. From that time forward, I learned something which is fundamental, which I'm going to share with you. In life, family ties may not affect the way of giving. And don't expect everyone will do something for you for free. Be prepared to pay a price. And also for me, is also for me to be able to say to everyone, yes, it is not only you giving, but also in terms of receiving. But my principle is to give, particularly for those who are disadvantaged, but everybody is not like you at all. So Tom has taught me a lesson, which is quite fundamental, helping me today in terms of my business. I have to write it down, and I have to also give consideration of who I need to help at that point in time. So moving forward to other situations which I have come across in life, it's all about how you embrace the difficulties and challenges that come your way. During that time when I was at the college, in order to generate some money, I was also working and educating a lot of young people, starting with my nephews and nieces in East London. From 5 kids, within 3 months, I have about 100 kids that I was teaching. And I was fascinated to see how these young people were growing, and they were passing the exam, they were improving, the parents were coming back and say, "Thank you very much, Sonny." I said, wow, this needs to be actually explored further. What did I do? Well, when I graduated, I registered myself with a lot of private tutoring agencies. Then I became a teacher, and my interest grew from that particular moment. But I have not achieved my purpose. I'd always want to do something very different. I wanted to become an accountant when I was a lot younger. And who motivated me, who was my role model at that point in time, was Uncle Joe, who was based in Scotland, having a decent life with a nice car, Cortina, back then. So I then explained to a friend of mine, I said, I want to become an accountant. I don't want to do marketing anymore after I've graduated from marketing. He said to me, people don't usually pass those exams. They are so difficult. Then I looked at him straightforwardly. I said, if nobody is passing that exam, I'll be the first to open the door for people to pass in it. I keep it simple. 4 years later, early 90, I graduated. I became a chartered certified accountant. Amazing. When the result was announced, was released, dropped on my door, my heart was beating. And guess what? I passed, I qualified, graduated. And my friend was the first one I actually telephoned using a Vascon telephone at that point in time. I said, I graduated. Then I took all my qualification excitedly, applying to all the various colleges in London for me to become a teacher. But I wasn't. Then I decided to open my own called LVMT Business School. That college was to train a lot of accountants, thousands of accountants all over the world, until sadly, I lost everything in 2008 through bad directors and partners and my own staff. On the 2nd of August, September actually, 2008, I lost everything. Plus all the money I borrowed, my property portfolio went down from millions into thousands. You can imagine I was devastated, heartbroken. How do I use these pebbles to climb over to the next side of success? Well, being downtrodden wasn't to be taken for a very long time. I came up, metaphorically speaking, using those pebbles to climb. The lesson I learned from building that particular empire, LVMT, management skill, ability to read other people, reading between the lines, and how to reduce costs. Then I set up a company called Rise Excel. Rise Excel, a management development company that developed a lot of managers and engage in training in different parts of the globe and bringing in different products. Set up my money management. Some of you have already attended my money management, a platform that enables people to save money, to make money, and to protect their money. This is what we deliver every single Wednesday for the last 3 years, and creating opportunity and possibility for people in terms of savings. But there's a story I haven't actually told you relating to my son. Back in 2011, my son was ill, my younger son, and I have to take him to A&E. We were there waiting for a doctor for 11 hours, waiting in a waiting room. And the boy was suffering from excruciating pain. And you can imagine, my heart sank. I kept on going to the doctors, to the nurses at the reception when the doctor is coming to my rescue. You can imagine as a father how I felt. I could feel the pain of this little boy crying, "Daddy," and I was helpless. Eventually, the doctor came, and within a minute, he has already diagnosed, prescribed, and we were dismissed. From that time forward, based on that particular experience, I went back to my philosophy of helping others. What can I do to create a solution so that no parent will go through this particular pain? Ability for a patient to be able to contact a doctor in the comfort of using their mobile phone without leaving home. How can that be done? Just use of your mobile phone. Not even the comfort of your own home alone, but wherever you are, whatever you're doing, when you're not well, you can have contact with a medical attention by a doctor. So in 2018, MediLives was born. Having gone through so many conferences in blockchain and crypto, then we came up with this particular app, which today I'm happy to announce you can actually download it for yourself right now. That's the little boy. MediLives is a location-based referral, a unifying protocol that enables a patient to contact a doctor without leaving home with the use of your mobile phone. And I'm glad today that, yes, MediLives is a technology that enables technology to bring about proximity, even in the UK. Yeah, it is an enabler so that 7/24 access could be made to medical and health centers all over the world. And that is downloadable, Apple stores and Google Play Store. What can you do, you personally? Well, you can become a user by downloading the app, and the commercial functionality will be from the second quarter of 2021. But at this point in time, there's so many doctors, there's so many patients who are actually coming onto the platform, testing the system and working tirelessly with. So going back, we just came back from Uganda, whereby we are using this particular technology to help so many people, particularly the audiences were far away from the city center, whereby medical dispensation can be brought to the grasp of these particular audiences. And we believe that as many people as possible around the globe will benefit enormously from the application of MediLife app. Not only we having the ability to educate, but ability to provide real solutions to the global community around the globe. When we were in Uganda, we did a survey with some of the medical community. United Nations has an average of 1 doctor to 11,000 patients. Do you know how many patient ratio in Uganda and many parts of the globe? 1.2 million patients to a doctor. So that my philosophy when growing up about helping others had now helped me to achieve my purpose. Achieving your purpose is not just about you making the money, but is the ability for you to see other people suffering and creating solutions. That's what MediLife had done. Now we have a team of doctors, a team of management stream, over 20, 30 of us, now working tirelessly on a daily basis to create an enabling platform that creates well-being and health, not just for people in the UK, not just people in Germany, but all over the globe. Having this particular platform enables doctors not only just to support the team of patients around the globe, but able to do that with less effort, as now the MediLife technology had now enabled or is enabling proximity. Doctor, as I'm speaking to all of you now, you could have been my patient and I'm the doctor. Ability for me to actually relate all of this to you. How can you yourself benefit being a participant in this innovation? Many ways. You can become a user, you download the app. The app is free to download. Costs you nothing. But in future, yes, there will be a cost attached to it. Affordable healthcare. You can be one of our consultants, being a doctor, being a therapist, all the different allied professional, system of people. Not only providing you with ability to access patients and doctors within a very short time using the mobile phone, but it creates you economic empowerment at the same time. And you can equally become an investor in a MediLife protocol, being the fact that we made it so simple so that people can pay with anything, any part of the globe. So there's no problem with foreign currency exchanges. So we created crypto MediLife token. This MediLife token can be bought and used to purchase consultation with doctors, to purchase goods and services on the platform, on our ecosystem, and it can equally be used to trade. So MediLife, the concept and the philosophy is not only bringing in health empowerment, it's also bringing in economic empowerment. And this is what I do daily, weekly, supporting people, educating people on blockchain and cryptocurrency. The reason for that, because it had benefited me, and I'm looking for ways and means of actually using this particular system to benefit others in many, many ways. It is on the base of this foundation that I have taken the time to write a book on this particular subject, that a lot of people are frightened, but it is an asset. So going back to the original question, would a pebble that tripped you become a stumbling block or as an empowering tool for you? It totally depends on you. Today, my exhortation is take the problem with your hand. Thank you.
Fantastic, Sunny. You finished your speech just on time. For a second, I thought that you were going to be just over. So congratulations. And you delivered a fantastic speech. Now, what I love the most about Sunny, I remember that I met Sunny, I think it was in January. No, it was in December, I think, last year. And he was wearing this incredibly colorful suit that nobody could forget. And that's what it's all about. When you brand yourself, you need to become memorable. And this is something that Sunny does very well. And he has a very Sunny personality, which he hasn't shown very much today. And I have to say, Sunny, that I would have loved to see more of your beautiful eyes, because you do have beautiful eyes. It would have been nice to keep them a little bit more open. So
jet lagged.
But you can all sense his beautiful radio voice, and he's making a huge difference going around the world, sharing the information about this app that he's built, MediLives, that is transforming lives and making medical assistance available everywhere around the world at a very affordable price. So it's a really, really a fantastic initiative. And this is what Speakers Are Leaders is all about. It's attracting leaders like Sunny Ahonsi, who is making a difference around the world. And all these speakers that you see today, that you've seen throughout, the judges and the speakers, they have been personally been hand-selected because they are also making a huge difference around the world with their business, with their message, with their coaching. They're making a huge difference. And Sunny Ahonsi is one of those people as well. And for that, I would love to congratulate you. Great job. And I hope that very soon we're going to see you in other countries as well. I know you've been featured, I think, on CNN or Sky News. Can't remember which channel. And it's because the information that you provide to people is very valuable. And you teach people about blockchain and how to invest, how to basically leverage cryptocurrency and blockchain and all these, all these techie stuff that a lot of people don't know about, including myself. So, so let's give a big round of applause to Sunny Ahonsi and welcome back to the stage.
Thank you very much, Lily. Thank you very much. And I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, how can you become a member of the Speakers and Leaders Club so you can be part of our community and also participate in our second competition of the Motivational Speaking Contest, where all members of the Speakers and Leaders Club, they're going once again to compete to enhance and sharpen their skills and also to create the platform so our promoters all over the world can see them and they can offer opportunities for them so they can get to go out, travel, and get to speak. As we speak, Val is one of the speakers along with Dee and Adaobi that will be flying together with us to Dubai to deliver a series of keynote speeches over there. And yes, I need to tell you that from Tuesday, I'm flying to Dubai because we have several keynote speeches over there and London is getting locked down. So we're supposed to go in the next week, but we are going on Tuesday before everything is shut. So this is what you have to do in coronavirus times. You have to improvise, and sometimes if you need to pack quickly and go, that's what you do. You pack and you go. So I don't know tomorrow what I'm gonna do, because imagine that you have 10, 12 days ahead that we plan that we're living, within further, and now all of a sudden we are living on Tuesday, right? So we're gonna be a month around there in Dubai. So while London is locked down here, we are gonna be broadcasting from there. We have a series of events over there. So now this is I'm gonna share with you. So if you are in your home and you want to become part of the member of the Speakers and Leaders Club and join our community, we have only 3 spots available only for this weekend. When they are gone, they are gone. So usually it's $497 per month, as you can see at the speakersandleaders.com. But only for this weekend, we are looking for 3 people to join our community. And we have a good offer for you. It's $297. The clock is ticking. We have less than a day to withdraw the offer. So if you are at home and you feel that you have a message that you want to share with the world, if you have a powerful story, we are welcome you with our arms open to Speakers and Leaders Club, where we train you professionally, not only how to become a speaker, not only how to develop your speaking business and coaching business, but the most important, how to become a great speaker and a great leader, because your voice can transform the world. And here at the Speakers and Leaders, everyone part of this community is very well aligned with this message, because together we can create this world a better place for all of us. So I'm going to send back the stage to Lily, that is about to introduce one powerful speaker. Is about to get to the stage a very, very powerful speaker, someone that I admire a lot, actually, and for everything that he had done. He's speaking several times in our Speakers and Leaders events, and is someone that we are very proud of that. He's also doing the book program with Lily, same like Sunny. So Lily will share a little bit about that right now. So I'm gonna welcome to the stage back Lily.
Now, the third speaker in the Battle of the Titans in Speakers and Leaders Motivational Speaking Contest is an incredible person. His name is Jimmy Asuni, and he's the author of this book, Dare to Be Imperfect. And this is exactly what he has done. I think about a year ago, we started working together on his book. And I remember that I noticed him, he was sitting in the audience at Speakers and Leaders. And I noticed him because he was very well dressed. He was very elegant and very smiley. And I remember that I spoke with him, and he really impressed me, because you could really see he's an incredible person. I couldn't quite pinpoint why, but some people, you just notice they have this charisma, they have this incredible energy, this enthusiasm. And I spoke with him, and a few months later, we started working on his book. And we weren't sure to what title to put for his book, and we kept brainstorming and so on. And then together we came up with this title, Dare to Be Imperfect. And now this title is basically the title for his keynote speech. He has created an online course based on the same book. He has already created a movie based on the same title. And he has created a foundation to help people in Nigeria as well. And he happens to be a property owner as well. And what's the most incredible thing about him is that he has cerebral palsy, which is a condition that affects your brain, and everything is 10 times harder than for a lot of us. And still, he has managed to do all of this, which proves that Jimmy managed to do all of this. Anybody can. And he is so inspirational. He's an international motivational speaker. He is mind-blowing in terms of his speaking ability and how he's able to engage and make us feel like we are part of his story. He has a very challenging he has had a very challenging upbringing, and he has gone through difficult situations, and he's managed to overcome all of those, and his dreams are huge. And I know that he's going to achieve everything because he has huge determination. And when you get to know him really closely, you realize that he's also someone who has a lot of integrity and punctuality. So if you ever say, come and meet me at this time, he will be there. And I know that when you work with someone that you can fully trust, You can fully trust his word. The kind of relationship, the kind of business relationship you can build is just unbelievable. So I wish him the best of luck. He's an author. He's a speaker for multiple banks, for Lloyd's Banks and Halifax. And he spoke in Nigeria as well. He organized his own event, Dare to be Imperfect, in Nigeria as well. So let's give a big round of applause to Jimmy Asuni with his amazing speech, Dare to be Imperfect.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Lily. Thank you so much for that. My name is Jimmy Asuni, as Lily has just introduced me. I'm an international motivational speaker. I have before I go any further, let me thank Lily and Harry for this wonderful content they've put together to make all of us sort of share our story. And thank you. Before after thanking the producers of the show, I'd also like to thank the judges who have taken out time out of their precious time to be here to judge us today. I would also like to thank you the viewers who are viewing us today from all over the world. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah, in the process of life, we all go through ups and downs, left and right. I'm also the author of the book, Dare to be Imperfect. In the process of life, we all go through ups and downs, left and right. And basically, before I go any further, I'd like to tell you a story. So I'd like you to imagine we are in a hot climate somewhere. The temperature is really hot, and you are born in this climate. It's not like the kind of weather we have here that is cold and miserable. It's hot and nice. You have so much love around you that you do not even know that there is anything wrong with you. My first encounter with having to deal with my disability, which of course Lily has touched upon, it's called cerebral palsy, was when I went to primary school. And I kid you not, it was a tough scenario to go to primary school and get abused from different kids. I remember the names they used to call me. They used to call me break dancer. They used to call me all kinds of names you can think of. And the one that really stick with me was break dancer. Because I used to jerk a lot, and they thought it was funny to call me break dancer. Now, I would go home to my parents, and my parents would tell me I shouldn't listen to them. I'm able to do what they're doing. I've got the brains to actually do what they're doing. So I'll go back to school with that kind of notion that I'm able to do what you're doing. So stop calling me names. Now, how did I find out I was different? It was a really, really touching experience for me, because my mom and dad took us to a different state in Nigeria. I'm originally from Lagos, and they took us to Ibadan to go and have fun with my uncle. And we all the kids decided to play football. And in the process of playing football, I scored 6 of the goals. I was a good striker. So yeah, I'm also a good footballer. I realized all the other accolades I have behind my name. Yeah, so I scored 6 goals in that match. And during the match, I realized that my auntie was videoing us. And basically, after the match was when I found out I was different. My auntie in the evening called all of us to watch the tape that she had done of the football match. And that's when it hit me, like, wow, you're different. And for many, many years, I didn't tell anybody that story, because it hurt me deeply to realize that I was different from the remaining of the kids. I can that day like yesterday. It made me go into a mini depression, because I thought, wow, it's true what the kids have been saying about me. I do look different. I do jerk a lot. Up until when I saw that video, I never realized I had a condition, which was cerebral palsy. And even up until I came to the UK, I didn't realize I had that condition until I did proper analysis of what was wrong with me. Yeah, so I couldn't do a lot of things the kids were doing. I couldn't bath myself. I couldn't do my buttons myself. I couldn't do a lot of normal things like brush my teeth myself. I couldn't even stand up for long myself. I needed help to do all those things. I remember my mom taught me how to do my buttons on my shirt. She had these 2 bars, and basically she would ask me to do the buttons in, and that's how I learned how to do my buttons. I learned that way to do my buttons. Now, another tragic event happened when I was 14. My hero, the one that taught me ladies first, the one that taught me how to use my fork and knife, the one that taught me just generally how to be a man, died in a plane crash and never came back. Talk about leaving a deep hole in my heart. That left a deep hole in my heart. And even till now, I still feel I needed I still feel like I need him to be around to cheer me on to my successes in my life. My dad was everything. He taught me most of the things that I know now. He taught me that. And sorry. And basically, I can see hear in his voice in my head telling me to swallow. He will call me my native name and say, Laulu, swallow. Then I'll be like, yes, daddy, and I'll swallow my saliva, because that was one of the effects of the condition on me as an individual. I've come a long way from that boy who couldn't do a lot of things by himself, to living on my own, to having a lot of successes in my life, which has come as me being persistent, consistent, and being grateful to God for every little step I've taken forward in my life. And all this was because I dared to be imperfect. I dared to be imperfect. I couldn't, like I've explained, what cerebral palsy is a condition that affects your fine motor movement, as well as your speech is not clear. It affects the part of the brain that controls all of that. And yeah, I've been able to overcome a lot of things, like I told you earlier on. My life has been filled with ups and downs, left and right. But my life was totally transformed when I got my degree, my business management degree, because it made me feel happy within myself that I'm not done. I can actually get my degree, but I didn't get it the first time. I didn't get it the second time. I got it the third time. So that shows the persistent thing about me. I don't give up. I keep going till I get what I want. And that was because I dared to be imperfect. So after my degree, I decided I need a job. So I went hunting for jobs. I couldn't get a job. Then I kept going to the job center to tell them I needed a job. They then referred me to different disabled organizations who their job was to help people with disability find jobs. I remember the one that helped me get my job today, which is I'm working with Lloyd Banking Group as a business management consultant. It didn't come easy. It came with a lot of hard work, a lot of persistence, a lot of consistency, and also being grateful to God for everything He has done for me. And that was because I dared to be imperfect. So I've worked hard to get me to this point in my life where I now feel comfortable to share my story with all of you. And I hope I'll be able to inspire you not to let your condition put a limit on where you can go. I've been told that the sky is the limit, but I beg to change that. The sky is not the limit. The sky is the starting point. And basically, anytime you get knocked down, if you can look back up, you can get back up. I got that from one of my favorite motivational speaker, Les Brown. He always says, if you get knocked down, make sure you land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get back up. And all this was because I dared to be imperfect. Now, I developed a formula which has helped me get me to where I am. I sat down one day and I thought, how can I give back what have the steps I took to get me to where I am right now, and help people who have been told they cannot achieve anything in their lives achieve something with their life. So I came up with the bomb dash of success. The bomb dash of success. If you want to know more about that, you can reach out to me, and I'll send you the slides for the bomb dash of success. Bomb dash of success is believe in yourself. Then after you believe in yourself, you now need to organize your priorities. You now need to multiply your commitment to your priorities, and you need to dismantle your distractions, and obviously add your faith, and then subtract and eliminate your excuses. If you can do all of that, I guarantee you success is yours. Without giving up on your dreams. It's your dreams after all. Never let anyone tell you you can't achieve your dream. And all of this I've been able to achieve because I dared to be imperfect. I've won many awards, I've done many things with my life, and I'm really happy that I'm not where I was yesterday. Every day is constantly improving for me. Although I still get the backaches, I still get the knee pains, I still get the muscle pains in my hand, and basically I've been able to manage all of that as well as manage myself. So I always like to say this in every speech I give. Never judge a book by its cover. The content of the book is what makes the book the book. Anyway, my love for giving back to the society has helped me. I was in Nigeria. I've done those of things in Nigeria, as well as shooting my video with the same title, Dare to be Imperfect. I set up a foundation, which is to help the less privileged people, sort of give them a level playing ground. I've also been to different disabled houses in Nigeria, where I met with some of the teachers that are teaching the students how to live independent life. This picture was taken outside one of the orphanage I distributed food stuff, and that was during the coronavirus period. I just decided, let me give back to my people. I love giving back. It's a passion of mine I love helping people. I love showing them that even if you have a disability, it doesn't stop you from living your dreams. Your dreams is yours anyway. Never let anybody take your dreams away from you. It is yours. It's what I tell people. And basically, I believe that if you're persistent, you can get anything you want. If you are consistent, you will keep that thing you got. And if you are grateful for every little thing you have, it has a real magnetic good things to you. Yeah, so back to my foundation. The foundation is basically based on helping people in need back home. And like I said, I've been to different orphanages. I went to different. This is the disabled home in Nigeria, where I went to meet people with autism, people with cerebral palsy like me, and it was quite an experience to see other people with disability who have been through a lot in their lives, and they were trying to make sense of their lives. And I just showed them that, listen, if you work hard, if you are determined, if you are persistent, if you are consistent, and if you are grateful, you can achieve anything you want in your life. I failed many times in my life, like I've highlighted before. One of the failures I remember was when I wanted to get a job. I applied for all the bank jobs because it was my dream to work for a bank in the UK, but I couldn't find a job in the UK. I couldn't find a bank job in the UK. So what did I do? I decided to apply naturally. I applied naturally. I couldn't get the job, and that's when my big dream was shut down. When I went for one interview, and they actually showed me my seat. They showed me the people, the team I'm working with, and then they then sent me a letter 2 weeks later telling me I didn't get the job. That knocked out everything out of me. But because I was listening to a lot of things from Les Brown, and he then motivated me to keep going till I get what I wanted. He told a particular story about how he wanted to become a disc jockey, which was a DJ in the States. And he kept going to the DJ place every day to tell them that he needed to get a job as a disc jockey. And each day he got there, he would go there like as if he had not seen the man before, and greet him with short passion and short tenacity. That the guy became fed up of him one day and told him to go and get him a cup of coffee. And that's how he started learning how to become a disc jockey. And one day he said one of the disc jockey was drinking, and he became so drunk that he couldn't end the show. He couldn't end that show that day because he was drunk. And basically, the manager of the jockey station then called him and told him to just go in and sort of take over from the drunk disc jockey. And then basically, he then got the job of the disc jockey. Now, I learned a lot from that story because Akupika, he was persistent, he was consistent, and basically he landed the job he wanted. So I thought, if he can do that, I can do it too. Like I said, my struggles has been because I've got a disability, and basically my disability has hindered me from achieving most of the things most people will achieve early on in their lives. My MBA took me another 6 years to get because I kept failing my MBA. But at last, I got it last year. And now I'm an MBA holder. I've got my MBA in the bag. I'm now looking to do a PhD. So my message is never stop doubting in yourself and dare to be imperfect. Thank you very much for listening to me. I remain Jimmy Asuni, international motivational speaker, also the author of the book, Dare to be Imperfect. Thank you. Peace, love, and light to you. Thank you.
Wow, what a fantastic speech from Jimmy Asuni, who is an international motivational speaker. I loved your colorful suit. And every time I see Jimmy Asuni, what I see in him is consistency, intelligence, a commitment to excellence, integrity, and contribution. So this is what I noticed in his speech. And he's an incredible individual. He's an author of an amazing book called Dare to be Imperfect. He also has an online course with the same name and a movie based on his life as well. And he has also created a foundation to help people from Nigeria as well, which shows he has a big heart. He also has participated in many of our Speakers and Leaders projects to help people in Peru who were stranded because of coronavirus. And I was really touched and moved by all his help every time at Speakers and Leaders events. And it's so incredible to meet someone who is so committed to his success and who will do whatever it takes to achieve it. You know, the fear of being judged is one of the biggest fears in the world. And being able to get whatever it is that you want to achieve in your life and go after it with all you've got, despite everything that is stopping you, is an amazing, amazing achievement. So let's give a big round of applause and let's welcome back to the stage, Harry Sardinas.
Hi, hello, welcome back everyone. And thank you so much, Lily, for this introduction. And wow, what a powerful speech of Jimmy, right? So he's a great, great storyteller, definitely great speaker. And we are proud because when we started to work with Jimmy, we feel that he had this power to share his message with the world, this power in within him. And I think that we really believe that with the right platform, he can develop himself and he can get his message out there. And wow, his message has been expanded immensely. And talking about that, this is a true story. When we were stuck in Peru, actually Val and Alberto was some of the contestants today that were in Peru with us, and we start raising money because to feed people over there, that something strange happened in Peru. That what happened is that somehow it was the lockdown, and because it was the lockdown, the buses stopped to travel from city to city. So therefore, after the people 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, after they run out of money and they run out of everything, they don't have no more choice to go back walking to his house, to their house. But we're talking about long walks. We're not talking about 10 kilometers or 20 kilometers. We're talking about hundreds and hundreds of kilometers, some of them upwards, right? Some of them upwards. And therefore the people, they were walking and walking and walking, and the only way to feed these people, it was by the charity, by the organizations that by the help of the same Peruvians. That I learned something in Peru very profound, that it said the poor help to the poor. And I saw this with my eyes in Peru. And actually Val and I and a group of top coach international, including Alberto, we actually went there and actually delivered a speech to these people to empower them to get strong and to get to their homes and deliver some food. So we need to raise some funds out of that. And I remember we have a group with our community, very private, where everything that we do is in this group. They are the first one to know everything we do. And I sent a text message sharing with everyone that we need some help. Because we are raising funds to feed all these people, and the first £100 that we received, it came from Jimmy Asuni. This is true story. So what Lily sharing with us, that he has a great heart and he has a great sense of contribution, and this is true. Saying that, I have to say that our other contestant here, Sonny, also was one of the biggest contributors for that campaign. Also was one of the first one extremely to send us support as well. This is true. As long as one of our judges that is around here, Nikki, was also supporting this campaign. As I said, most of the judges, you didn't know about this because it was only shared within the Speakers and Leaders Club members was a group, right? So that's why most of you judges were not aware of that campaign. Maybe if you were aware, you also will help as well. It was something private because it was quickly. We need to feed these people, and we need to get quickly to get the funds, and we only communicated to the closest people to us, the people that are meeting with us every Tuesday and Thursday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., right? So saying that, we're gonna bring now the next speaker, and I can guarantee you that what is about to happen right now is going to blow your mind. Alberto, open your microphone and get ready. But before we are, and the only thing that I have in common with this speaker that is about, I actually have two common things with this speaker. Number one, we come from the same country. We come from the same country, from Cuba. Number two, he is an expert, in my opinion, one of the greatest experiential learning speakers in the world is what. So you are about to see something. You are about to receive a treat here tonight. And so, but let me allow Lily to introduce him by herself. So welcome to the stage back to Lily.
It is my extreme pleasure to introduce to the stage someone who is so experienced that you cannot even believe that we have him right now on this particular motivational speaking contest. He has over 20 years of experience as a rhizotherapist. He makes people laugh, and he's one of the he's the number one team building expert in South America, and he regularly speaks in front of 6,000, 10,000 people in person. And if you can see someone who is able to engage 6,000 or 10,000 people and have them do the same movement at the same time, that's quite an amazing ability, wouldn't you agree? And I have seen him speak in front of 40,000 people as well online. So this is something new that he's doing, and all his life he's been speaking, in front of large crowds of people, whether it's teachers, universities, he works as a corporate trainer. So he always has really large groups of people because he's an entertainer, and he studied theater, and because of that, he recently has also trained Harry and me and all the Top Coach International people into movement, how to move on stage, because he studied that for, I think, 4 years, and he's been practicing for at least 20 years. So he has an incredible ability to entertain, to engage, to keep people motivated, inspired, and to get results with games. And I have never seen someone who is able to come up with so many games in the course of 1 hour. He has almost like not an ace under his sleeve, but he has thousands of aces, and he's just able to just create games after games after games after games. It's incredible. He's the author of 2 upcoming books. One of them is Stress Killer, and the second one is Singing in the Rain. It's about work climate and how you can enable teams to work together so they can have higher productivity. And he's a corporate trainer, and he always does only paid speaking opportunities. So it's a real opportunity for us to have him here to speak tonight. And he's one of the founders of Top Coach International. And actually it's him who came up with the name for this. He's a founder alongside us, but he's the one who came up with the name. And he is incredible. I just tell you, I'm a huge fan of his because he's very funny and he's a bit addicted to memes. But he is really, really incredible. You just have to watch him. And of course, it's a much better experience to see him in front of 6,000 people, because that's where you can really, you know, it's very different, you know, to see him almost like at a concert, right? But I would love to welcome to the stage this incredible personality. He was invited to speak at the same event as Michelle Obama this year. Unfortunately, because of coronavirus, couldn't do it. And he's spoken at many events with other celebrities from Peru. So let's give a big round of applause to Alberto Pupo from Cuba.
Hi everyone, hi. Alberto, I am glad to be here, but today I am not the expert because this is my first conference in English. Oh, I'm so nervous. So I feel like a teenager doing his first date. So let's begin with magic. I like magic. I know that magic, people think that magic are tricks, but today I feel lucky, and this is the king of this king is the luckiest card in the cards. So maybe you don't feel so lucky in life. I see a lot of people speaking about tragedy, about disease, about loss, and we don't come to war to suffer. I think that we come here to be happy and to enjoy life. So today I'm going to let you some learning that I had in my career that can help you to stop complaining and begin to laughing. So this is, you feel blue like this card. You can change it very, very fast, just like this. Just like this. So you can change the blue just like this. And I'm not a genie. I'm not a genie. No. If you can think that I am a genie, I like hats. So if you can think that I am a genie, changing the things just like that, it's not like that. There is a system. So I will share with you that system today. So I want you share with me, even I can see you. You share with me the movement that I will do in order to learn that system. The name of the method is meta training. Meta training is a method to use metaphors to train people. So we are going to learn how to use these hats or these metaphors. The genie, for example, is a metaphor to learn to change our mood to a better life and a more happy. So let's begin. So I want that you please, Brox, put me the first slide, please. Bueno, that's are my books. Today you are always also going to learn a little bit of Spanish, because I don't speak very well the English, but I can get you into Spanish. So those are some of the presentations, some of my work. The Stress Killer book is a book about rhizotherapy. Rhizotherapy is a method that you can use in your life to be more happy with your life. So please, bros, give me the first slide, please. The next one, the next one. Well, this is my master Cantinflas. I don't know if you know Cantinflas, but Cantinflas is the Charles Chaplin of Latin America. So Cantinflas always have a phrase, please put me the slide, please. And I want that you read that phrase. The phrase said, the first duty of a human being is to be happy. And the second one is make others happy. So you can give what you don't have. So the first thing that you have to do is be happy. And everybody tells you, you have to be happy. Everybody tells you that. But the happiness is not a search. The happiness is a construction. So you have to construct your own happiness. Nobody told you that. No, everybody thinks that you have to go out and get the happiness or hunt the happiness. No, but the happiness you can construct it. So when you are happy, you have a happy place. My happy place, you build your happy place. My happy place is the stage. That's me. A few years ago, yeah, I was younger than there and skinny also. So my happy place is the stage. ¿No? Why the happy place is the stage? Porque el escenario es mi lugar feliz. Why the stage is my happy place? Because when I am the stage, I feel important. Oh, see, you feel important when you are on stage? Yes. I feel another person. I feel as a character. No? Maybe you use those characters in your life, and when you get in the stage, you feel important. So the stage is a place that makes you happier because makes you important too. So have you tried the stage anytime? I can show you how to use it to be happy, more happy, and get the mission, get the mission in your life. So when you are happy, every place can be a stage. For example, I can be happy in Caribbean, in Cuba, where I was born, or maybe in Peru, in Machu Picchu. I try to be that the stage is not only the stage, but my life is the stage. Your life is the stage. That's why today I bring a method that you can use in your life in order to your life become in a stage. So, when you are in a stage, you always some new friends. For example, I have worked with Lily and Harry here in Peru. I met Val also, and I met my alpacas too in my stage. No. And almost any creature can be your friend when you are on the stage, because everybody wants to go with you when you are in the spotlight. So maybe you need that your happiness grow when you tell your story. But your story don't have to be a bad story. You don't have to speak only about what bad things that you have in your life. I think that you have to, we have in the world, we need more laughter. We need more joy. We need to share more stories that speak about happiness, not about tragedy. Because our brain is so tragic. It's so tragic. He likes the tragedy. So how can we change that? How can we change that? We have to think as a warrior. You know? So today I bring you some things that you can do as a warrior, but also the people hide the happiness. For example, I am the Dr. Humor here in Peru, and I like memes, and the people send me to my WhatsApp on to my mail or to my Facebook some messages that they don't dare to publish because it's too happy message. So people don't want to share happiness. I don't know why. So they send me that message. For example, Brock, please. For example, if you are going to do something behind my back, make it a little message. So it is very, very funny, no? And people don't want to share that kind of message. I don't know why. Because humor is the reason when life has gone crazy. Yeah, when you are crazy, the humor is. Lily is laughing a lot there. I know that she loves memes too. So, but it's because the people get humor as a weapon to encourage, as a weapon to get better. No, it's like a medicine. The sense of humor is the most forget sense in our body. See, so we have to try to develop that sense of humor. So if you want to share a meme like this, for example, if you want to be happy, don't listen to gossip. Yeah, you have to listen salsa, rock, or maybe some romantic ballads. But you can share it. Share your happiness with the others, because when you share happiness, it multiplies. So I want that you swear that the happiness will be your next mission in life. But because my mission in life, as you can see in the slide, my mission in life, I put that mission in my life. I decide make others happy to be happy myself. When you share happiness, you grow as person. You grow as human being. So try to share more happiness to your life. Try to share. Yeah, the tragedy is part of your past, but the happiness is, it has to be part of your present. Doesn't matter how many people you have there. Doesn't matter if 1 or 1 million. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter even what you have to tell them. The only thing that they will remember is how you make them feel. It's the only thing that we'll remember. So it's better to make them feel better, happier. No? So I beg you, please, that share message of happiness. And what you can do it, just playing. Huh? I am an expert in playing. So let's play. I bring my hat of Indian, and I'm going to show you how to play to share happiness with your audience. So, do you like it? My hat is nice. Huh? It's nice. Okay, this is the last scream of fashion in the west, far away west. So let's see. I want that you make the step with me in order to learn how a warrior can achieve his goals. So, raise the hand, the warriors, where are the warriors? Everyone, hi there is Lily, the big warrior. Lily is a great warrior. So let's begin with that. A warrior, in order to go to the battle, the first step is this. When I said the warrior gets, okay, es así. Lo voy a decir en español, and I'm going to say in Spanish. No. Let that slide, please. Let that slide, please. The before slide. Yeah, I want to say it in Spanish in order to learn Spanish too. And after I'm going to say it in English. For example, the warrior encourage. El indio se alienta. Okay. When I say el indio se alienta, you encourage yourself. Okay. The scream of the warrior. El indio lanza un grito guerrero is. You do it with me. Okay. In your house, you can do it with me. Okay. The first step, remember, encourage. El indio se alienta. The second step is the scream of the warrior. El indio lanza un grito guerrero. Nice. El indio sube a su caballo. The Indian gets on the horse. Okay, when I say the Indian gets on the horse, you can clap. Only one clap. But everyone's together. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. The Indian gets in the horse. Get in the horse. Listo. The Indian passed through the rain. El indio pasa por la lluvia. And you can put your hands on the head and you can say, shh, like the rain. Shh. Okay, better. Let's do it the next one. The Indian fall from the horse. From the horse, when the Indian go riding the horse, he can fall. So when I say the Indian fall from the horse, se cae del caballo, you say, you will say that like that. Splash, boom. And next, you have to hug somebody that is near. So, and the last one, the Indian lanza su hacha, el indio, through the hatchet. The Indian through the hatchet, go. Okay. And when the Indio through the hatchet, there are two things that can happen. Or he falls from the horse, or he give in the tag, da en el blanco, in the target, go in the target, and he makes a dance of the warrior. The dance of the warrior has two parts. The first part are the drums. The drums sounds like that. Tum bam bam ba, tum bam bam ba, tum bam bam. Yeah, come on, do it with me. Tum bam bam ba, tum bam bam ba, tum bam bam. Very, very, very good. That's the dance of the warrior. And the second is the dance. The drums is tum bam bam ba, tum bam. Not your man, no. Tum bam bam ba, tum bam bam ba. And the dance is like that. I learned more or less in the west, in the far, far west, more or less. It's tum bam bam ba, tum bam bam ba, tum bam bam ba, tum bam bam, and you turn around. Okay, those are the steps. So let's do it together. For example, and I said the Indian gets on the horse and he rides faster. Pass through the range. You can do this. Oh, nice. Encourage. Ready. A scream of the warrior. Ooh, the Indian. Through the ox. Okay. Fall from the horse. And you hug somebody, okay? And the other one is the Indian make the dance of the warrior. Tum bam bam ba, tum bam bam ba, tum bam. Well, as you see, this little game can help you to engage with your audience. But the most important thing is not the game. It's not the game. It's the message that that game led on the people. So let's see the message. Everybody has a horse. Your horse can be your life, can be your goals, can be your dreams, no? Your job. I don't know. You put the name of the horse. And to do it right every day, you have to begin for encourage and say, yes, I can. Let's go to the battle. I am a great warrior. If you don't do that first, you can do nothing in life. You have to encourage yourself. You have to face the unknown, because the life is unknown. That's life. That's the main thing that we have in life. We don't know what happened in 5 minutes. So you have to encourage to get there. The second, the first, always you have to raise in the horse, no? But you have to send your scream, your warrior scream. You have to send your warrior scream. What it means, the warrior screams, and this is metaphor. The warrior scream, you have to communicate. You have to learn to say what you feel, to say what you want to do to say what you want to have, to say what you want to share with people. You have to learn to communicate. If you don't communicate very well your message, you don't go nowhere. So the next step that the warrior has to do to get the dream, so is maybe you go in the horse, you were riding in the horse, and the rain came, and you can see very well. And there's problems in the middle of the battle. What you have to do with the problems, that rain that doesn't, you can see the field, no? Okay, you have to face the rain, and you have to, through the axe, hard. And when you give when you get the target, so you have to celebrate with the dance of the warrior. And that's what you have to do, because we are used to the failure, but we don't train the success. And the dance of the warrior is training the success. If you want happiness in your life, if you want to see back, look back and see the way that you have to be, you have to get in your way a lot of dance, a lot of success dances. So this is my system, Hacha. My system Hacha in Spanish is hacer algo, is aptitude, conocimiento, knowledge, habilidad, ability, and attitude. You can do nothing without attitude, with C in Spanish. But you can have, for example, aptitude, that it means that the body is ready and the mind is ready to do things. If you have knowledge, everything that you know is knowledge. Tie your shoe is knowledge. Mathematics is also knowledge. But the knowledge you have to train through ability to convert that knowledge in ability. So, but the most important thing is you want to do things. You want to do the things that you have to do. So that's the system. You need ability, you need knowledge, you need aptitude with P. But if you don't have the attitude with C, you can do nothing. Because do something is you can do, you know how to do it, but you also want to do it. If you don't want, you can't do it. So that's the ox system. So let's finish with three advice of Dr. Humor. That is a character that I have created. I have bring the Dr. Humor here. And I advise you that, that you put your nose of clown and you can train the clown, no? So let's see, I put my glasses also and my hat of Dr. Humor here. So I will share with you, I will share with you the three learning of today, no? The three learning of Dr. Humor today. La vida es algo demasiado importante como para tomársela en serio. Life is something too important to take seriously. So have fun. What are you doing there suffering? Have fun, please. Oh, life is written with L-I-F-E. Louder, imagination, fearless, and emotion. That's life. Okay? And the last one advice from Dr. Humor today is one day without laughing is a day lost. So thank you very much for listening to me. I am very, very happy to be here with you. I expect that you understand that my language is not that good as my humor. So I want to thanks to Lily and Harry to invite me here, my first English conference in English here in Speaker and Leaders. And I am glad to be here. And I'm glad to have that kind of friends that I have in Harry and Lily. Thank you all, and see you soon when the pandemic is over. Bye.
Wow. That's life. That's what all the people say. So, as you saw, Alberto Pupo showed us what life is all about. It's about laughter. It's about having fun. It's about being happy. And this is why I'm a huge fan of Alberto Pupo, besides the fact that he has over 20 years of experience as a trainer and coach, corporate trainer, rhizotherapist, the #1 rhizotherapist in South America, and team building coach for corporates. Some of them, he works and he trains some of the largest companies in South America, from minories to universities to literally anything you can think of, McDonald's and all those big companies. So he is absolutely incredible, and he has some magic movement on stage courses that I can tell you anyone should get their hands on. And it's a bit of a shame that you can't see him in person training 6,000 or 10,000 people. And this one was one of the first few trainings that he's doing in English. He usually speaks in Spanish, and I can assure you he's 10 times more charming in Spanish. Although I know that his charisma was able to be transmitted in English as well. And so he did a fantastic job. And I want to just tell you a very brief story about Alberto, because 2 years ago, he invited us to Peru to speak. And he literally knocked on the doors of thousands of people, and he made thousands of calls just to make this happen. And we ended up with 10 speaking opportunities there, which ended up multiplying into many, many others. And it was because of him that we were invited to speak in Colombia as well, which we didn't even get a chance to do in the end. And we were invited to speak in Mexico. And because we were invited to speak in Mexico, we were invited to speak many other times in Mexico. And it's just like everything just kind of spiraled because of this. So everything in your life is about knowing the right people. And one of the right people to know are Alberto Pupo. One of the important people that you should know is Alberto Pupo. And what a lot of people don't know about Alberto is that he's an amazing connector. He's an amazing leader, and he knows the best coaches in South America. And he has an amazing team of brilliant coaches for corporates, and he has a lot of fun doing that as well. The stage is his life, you know, so now he's suffering a little bit because everything's closed, so he has to deliver everything online, and obviously it's a very different experience. And I am very, very grateful to Alberto for all his work, for everything he did for Speakers Are Leaders. He's one of the major contributors of Speakers Are Leaders, and it's because of him that we were invited to, you know, to speak in many other countries as well. Because, you know, everything is like a snowball. You get invited to speak in Peru, then Mexico, then Dubai, then everything kind of spirals, and it all starts small, and then you kind of build big. So I have huge admiration for Alberto. Well done, fantastic job. And let's give a big round of applause to Alberto. And I'm gonna introduce back to the stage Harry Sardinas, who is going to tell you all about the poll for tonight. And you have the opportunity to vote in the next few minutes.
Thank you so much, Lily. Thank you so much, Alberto, and all the contestants today. I did tell you that today we have a surprise you there for a treat. Yes. So thank you so much for your performance, Alberto. Once upon a time, one more time, and amazing the work that you do over there in all Latin America. And now opening to the English world. I think that your English is fantastic. I think that your charisma was amazing, and thank you so much for all the opportunities that you have created, not only for Lily and myself, also for a lot of graduates of speakers and leaders that they actually already have been in Peru speaking on the stages. Someone like Victor that compete on Friday, for example, he has been in Peru speaking with us in front of us, literally more than 800 teachers. So they're over there in Peru. There is something that is different than here. The audiences are huge. Yes, the stage are huge. I remember when I was speaking in Peru in this theater, and oh my God, I'm walking in the stage and I say, you need to change your life. And I'm walking up and down, and I'm like, that's why I'm getting fit now. You know, the stages over there, they are big. So you have to be fit because when you walk up and down several times, it's not like here in UK, that is small. So one more time, thank you so much. Also to the great work that Val and Alberto, Lily, Harry, Jose Luis Godoy, and Fran are doing in the also the organization that is sponsoring this event along with the speakers and leaders. Is the organization that the name is Top Coach International, where as one of the mottos of the speakers and leaders is not only to train you as a keynote speaker, and to help you to build your speaking business, we also want to help you how to create and expand your coaching business as well. And that's why Alberto, Val, Lilia, and I, Jose Luis and Franz, we have created this organization, Stop Coach International, where we have a big asset there because we have the largest and more prestigious coaches in all Latin America, bringing the contribution in order for us to train our members at the Speakers and Leaders Club and worldwide in the best and most sophisticated coaching techniques, strategies, so they can build the business, they can grow the business, and they can use all these strategies and the most innovating techniques in coaches in the world. It's a great organization. There is a lot of members, the cream of the cream, in not only in Latin America, in the world. And if you are an amazing, extremely a good coach, basically that most of your work is corporate trainer, please contact us because we are expanding enormously our network of Top Coach International in order to create the biggest and largest network in the world that gather and put together the most experienced coaches, speakers, and training in the world to serve the members of the Top Coach International. So
thank you, Harry. Harry, thank you. I want to say something.
Want to say something?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I am very glad to be your friend and your partner also. And if we don't have a top coach, I couldn't. No hubiera podido. I couldn't find love. So, so I am very glad to be your friend, Lily, and not only the tour, not because the next year we're going to have the next tour. So I want to invite everyone to come to Peru, and we are here to share with you our wellness and our happiness and our people, because I think that we are not competition. We are people that want to change the world. So we have to be together in that mood. And all my efforts, all my clients are on your disposition to change that and to train, and that the people know all the incredible stories that speaker leaders is collecting in the world.
Let's give it a clap to And yes, we also have this ability. We have this ability as well, because sometimes in our work that we do, Lily and I, traveling around the world, okay, eventually people find love around, which is something that is a side effect. And we are so happy that because of this speaking tour, Val was coming from US, Alberto was based in Peru, and love and magic happened, and now they're doing great things together. So now let's go back to business, because today we have 4 amazing speakers, and we want to know what the judges think about it. In the meantime, we're gonna open the polls at the moment in Facebook. If you are at home, this is your opportunity to decide, in your opinion, who was the best motivational speaker. In the end of the day, it's all speaking, it's about opinion, and it's about what do you like the most. As you can see, the level of the 4 speakers today is incredible. So basically, it's just, I would say that it's just a matter of taste who's gonna be the winner today. And we are open this number 1 to the public. So at the moment in the private group, where we have over 1,200 people registered in this private group in Facebook, it's your time now to vote, in your opinion, who was the best motivational speaker. And while this is happening right now, and you can vote in Facebook who was the best motivational speaker, in your opinion, I'm going to give the stage to the judges, where they're going to share with us. So Jenny, if you can open your microphone, when the judges are going to share with us their opinion, and they will introduce themselves, and they will share with us why they thought about the speakers today. So welcome to the stage, Jenny.
Lily, thank you once again for giving me this opportunity to participate in Speakers to Leaders competition. I'd like to say that all the speakers, contestants, were absolutely amazing, all absolutely inspiring, and definitely all of tonight's contestants, one of the biggest takeaways I'm taking away is that everybody, all the services they're offering is all about helping other people and actually giving back. All the speakers were absolutely and obviously accomplished and professional. So I'm going to keep my overview very brief because, as I said, all the speakers you can see are very, very accomplished. They're all authors. They're all speaking internationally already. So my overview is just going to be very brief. What I came away with from Val's speech was just an abundance of love, heartfelt love and care. I found her an absolutely superb communicator. She's very open, body language. She smiled with her eyes, and from her story, from her childhood, from basically overcoming aversion, abuse within the family. She basically is focused on helping children and helping children to grow up and be their true selves and to have their own autonomy. So what I liked about that was she was saying that she's interested in helping parents being conscious parents, which conscious parenting, which was really nice, and that helping the parents to honor the spirit of the child and to respect the child and to allow the child to develop and to blossom. So I thought her message was beautiful, really strong. As a parent, I know how important it is to listen to your children and sometimes stand back and just say, okay, fine, I'm not bringing my baggage from how I was raised by my parents, because as a parent, when you grow up, when you're a parent, no one gives you a manual, you're learning it on the job. So the fact that she has created a system that provides tools and a system that will help parents to basically develop that is amazing. So that was fantastic. So thank you, Val. Sunny, platform of well-being. I found Sunny is very accomplished. I liked his relaxed conversational manner of his speech. I found it very interesting how he was very engaging automatically at the beginning by telling a story about his childhood that he brought back to his current time to say, this is my ethos. Because of this story, this is how I lead my life. These are the lessons I've brought, and this is how I choose to live my life. Very, very successful, accomplished person. It was interesting to listen to his story about how he achieved and then lost his business and then started up again, and how he seemed to take from each aversion, each negativity, he took something from it, a massive learning, which is what a lot of entrepreneurs do. What was interesting, that from basically having issues with getting medical care for his son, he had the idea of creating an app that allows everybody to have access to a doctor within 24 hours, 24/7. That's amazing. And also on top of that, another thing that I found really impressive is his message that he wants to give back. He's working towards helping to educate and to bring health and well-being to other people in different parts of the globe. So I found his message really strong. It was uplifting and very, very interesting. Nice speech. Jimmy, I basically, this was so inspiring. It took me a while to actually, for the penny to drop, that he was born with disabilities. It was way into the actual speech, easily 7 or 8 minutes into the speech, before I realized that he had a disability, because he, as he says, he's learned how to manage it, and with the way he communicates, you see past it, you don't actually see it. I found him his speech very inspiring, his journey through life, how he's overcome, and he's not let his disability get in his way. It was completely uplifting. And as well as the others, the fact that he, through being successful and achieving and overcoming his obstacle, he's all about giving back, all about helping others. It's pulling up the next person. And I just found it impressive that he's created a foundation to help disability children in Nigeria to basically have a positive attitude, and basically saying you can do anything. I like what he was saying about Les Brown. He says, if you fall down, make sure you fall on your back, because if you fall on your back, you can definitely get up. So that was amazing. That was fantastic. So really, really impressive. Alberto, 3 books. I liked the Icebreaker. I liked his speech. His speech was happy, happy, happy. Very, very interactive. Totally captivated my attention the whole way. The Icebreaker, the magic trick, the costumes, going into various different character, the strong message of the speech about happiness. I like the quote that he said is the first duty of a human being is to be happy, and the second is to make others happy, and that his happy place is on stage, and that humor is a medicine, and basically to share your happiness with others. In this time that we're going through, this is such a fantastic, amazing, what's the word I'm looking for? Gift that he's offering, because we have to find humor in life. And I like also another quote that he says, "One day without laughter is a day lost." And that is amazing. That is so true. And it's like if you come across people who've gone through life-threatening illnesses and things like that, they say you need to enjoy every single day. Hold every single day and enjoy every single day, because tomorrow's not promised to any of us. And his speech basically made me remember that. Very engaging, great strong message, and I felt very happy. So thank you very much, all contestants. All of you, as I said, was amazing and very, very professional. So yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jenny. Thank you very much. And now we're gonna bring the next judge, Monica, to give us our feedback for the contestants today. So, and while this is happening, remember, if you still are in Facebook, you have time to vote for your favorite speaker. There is only one question to ask. Who is your best motivational speaker? After the judges finish to introduce themselves and to talk about the speeches, the judges are going to vote, and also We will close the poll from Facebook, but still the poll in Facebook is open. So if you're at home, just vote for your best motivational speaker at home. So welcome to the stage, our next judge, Monica.
Thank you very much, Harry, and thank you so much to all the contestants. So hello, everyone, again. My name is Monica Kohli, and I'm a lawyer. I work in London. I've been working as a lawyer for 20 years. I speak at events around the world in Norway, Singapore, Finland, London, of course, Dubai, and India. And it's great to see so many speakers on stage today. I am the president of First London Toastmasters, so I regularly review speeches. That's one of the reasons why Harry has asked me to be here today as a judge. I also speak at Women in Shipping, at Indian Maritime, and it's wonderful to see such motivational speakers today, and I'm delighted to have the opportunity to talk about their speeches, which have inspired me immensely. So really well done. As everyone has said, it's not the winning, it's the participating, and every time you take part, you can just be a better version of yourself. So well done on going one step closer to being the best you that you can be. Congratulations again. I just thought I'd share very briefly my opinion on the speakers, or one small nugget that I liked about their speeches. So our first speaker was Val, who was so empathetic and so passionate. She spoke about conscious parenting. She had a wonderful voice. She engaged with all of us. She had a really good call to action at the end of her speech. Take care of yourself. And it's never too late to heal, change, and transform. I thought that was a very nice message, very nicely put forward. And as Jenny has clarified, warm, smiling personality. All of us were very taken up by her speaking and her voice. We had Sunny next, warm, clear, assured speech. Again, a lovely call to action. Would a pebble that tripped you be a stumbling block, or would it be something that enables you to grow? All of us need to grow from every little break that comes in our way, every little thing that actually seems like a stumbling block, but actually could be a stepping stone to something bigger. A lovely message. What is not to love about that? Jimmy stole all of our hearts. He dared to be imperfect. He was very appealing and endearing in his speech. And he said that he wanted, you can get ahead if you're persistent. Great message. I think all of us can learn from it, and all of us are where we are because we dared to be different, we dared to be imperfect, and we were persistent. Alberto, the doctor of humor, and the one thing he taught us all, he said that language is not as good as his humor. I disagree. I think humor transcends language, and I think the doctor did a great job with that. He spoke about all of us working together, not as competitors. And I agree, we can be collaborators, not competitors. Completely love the message. You should have aptitude, knowledge, ability, and attitude. Perfect message delivered with such humility and such passion and so much theater. Love it. Loved all the speakers. Wish you all the best of luck. Wait to see the results. And wherever you are, have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Thank you very much. Back to you, Harry.
Thank you very much, Monica. And words of wisdom for the president of one of the largest Toastmasters club in London to review the speech. Thank you so much, Monica. We appreciate a lot to have you here. And our next judge that we're gonna bring to the stage is gonna be Shane Senior. So Shane Senior, he is one of the graduates of Speakers and Leaders, but not only that, he has been Master of Ceremonies and lead training along myself and Lily of some of the largest events that we create, Speakers and Leaders. So it's always very helpful to have him around when we have big events, because he supports us with help with the exercise that we do and help us as a lead trainer as well. So great contributor to Speakers and Leaders. He has put a lot of time, effort, and energy in support us in everything that Lily and I will do. So we are very grateful, Shane, for all the work that we have done together. and we will keep doing together in the future. So it's a pleasure to have you here. So welcome to the stage, the amazing Shane Senior.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you. What an amazing evening. We've had a great range of speakers, and of course, being a judge, it's very difficult to judge these amazing acts when each and every one of them is totally unique and different. But I'll get into that in a moment. But first of all, brief introduction to myself. As Harry mentioned, I have been part of the Speakers and Leaders. I've done a few of the Master of Ceremonies now. I did the Exponential Business Growth Strategies also last year, I think it was, where I spoke on stage, the same stage as Halu Kopter, the billionaire founder of the Simit Seriaki franchise. And and I've also run a few of my own events. So yeah, inspirational public speaking is part of kind of what led to my next career change, which currently I'm an actor, and I've starred and currently starring in a few Hollywood movies, TV series, national campaigns and commercials as well. So it kind of shows that, to have a platform like Speakers Are Leaders and to be a public speaker where you can kind of take your skills and sets which you may not have really believed possible beforehand. Like, I never had any acting experience. I didn't really have any interest in being an actor. Then I kind of realized the skills that I've learned doing this, the confidence, the body language, memorizing lines, improvising when you don't know what you're going to say, all of these fantastic skills which you learn as a speaker, which kind of inspired me and made me want to become an actor and get into the acting industry. Like I said, it's gone absolutely fantastic, and I'm very grateful for where I am in life. So quick intro into myself, and go back to the amazing acts for tonight. First of all, let's start with Val. As I did say before, each and every one of these acts were fantastic. You've got somebody like Val, which is a very inspirational, and the way that her story is, the way that she speaks, she's a very excellent speaker. Then you've got the likes of Sunny, which is a very educational speech. Then you've got somebody like Jimmy, who's come from his background of where he's been, and again, very inspirational. And you've got somebody like Alberto, which I've never seen him speak before. He's a very fun character, which is brilliant to watch. So you've got such a range of different speakers. It's very hard to judge on who's the best when they're all totally unique and different. But yeah, the good points from Val, I would say that she delivered very good body language, very excellent with her hand movements, how she portrayed herself as a speaker. Again, with the voice tone, she was very good with the emotions and how to speak higher, lower, quieter in those situations. And again, just a very good inspiration to parents out there. I'm a parent myself, so it's good to see the way that she was delivering her story and how to inspire other mums and dads out there. And of course, to listen to your children and all these important facts as well. And of course, it's just really showed the emotions well as well. So I think you could really see that it meant a lot to her when she was speaking it. You could see the emotions coming through, which is good because it makes it very believable. You can tell the difference between someone who's telling the truth in the story as opposed to somebody who's telling you porcupines. So I think, you could really see the story behind it, which made it very well. Then going on to Sunny, as I said, Sunny's was very educational, which is great. I'm a big blockchain believer myself as well, so it's fantastic. I love what Sunny is doing with his platform, and I've actually spoke at the same stage with Sunny before, a pitching event we did for our businesses. I think it was back last year. So the biggest thing I would like to say with Sunny is a big improvement to when I've seen him previously, probably 12-18 months ago or something like that. So it's a very big improvement for what I've seen from him last time. And it's the big revolutionary technology. So it's fantastic the way that he's put himself forward in this blockchain industry and what he's doing, of course, for the healthcare. So thank you for that, Sunny. Jimmy, I've spoke again on the stage, same stage as Jimmy many times, and I always find that Jimmy's speech is very inspirational because I think he's that sort of guy you have to step back. And when you realize that he has got a condition, it kind of makes you realize in life that you can't moan, you can't complain about certain things when if somebody like Jimmy can do it, then anybody can do it. You've got no excuse really. When he's gone through what he has the condition that he's got, it really inspires you to get off your ass basically and get the job done, which is why I always love listening to Jimmy. And like I said, over the years, we have built that good relationship because I do like Jimmy very well and he speaks very well, which is good. Alberto, as I said, I've never seen him speak before, but I would love to see more of Alberto speak. He's very fun, and you can see the confidence in his type of speech, the way he was doing the hats. Fantastic, love that. That was really good. I don't see many speakers doing something like that, so very fun character to watch. And again, same as he was with Val, very good body language, the way he was doing his hand movements and portraying himself as a speaker. So I would say that's the main highlights of the speakers. As I said, very hard to judge the winner, as they all come from so many different backgrounds, so many different speaking skills, but each and every single one of them was fantastic tonight. So thank you all, and I'm very grateful to be a part of this and to listen to you amazing guys and girls this evening.
Thank you very much, Shane, for your words, amazing feedback. And the next guy that is coming is a powerhouse. He's so much power in his word because he is the founder of the amazing workshop Unleash Your Superpower, and one of the first graduates actually from the very first Speakers and Leaders Workshop that was performed here in London. Also lead trainer, same like Shane. And when we do the big events, it's a very good help to have him around, because he also organizes events himself. And when we have the large crowd and we have to perform exercises, we need some lead trainers to help us to handle the exercises, because they are very experiential. So we need very good coaches to conduct these exercises with as part of the team. So same Shane, Mokhtar, and Emani that you will speak after. They have been not only graduated from Speakers and Leaders, but also part of the team that support us actually to perform the large events that we organize here. So I want to welcome to the stage the powerful Mokhtar.
Thank you, Harry, and thank you everyone who participated today. My name is Mokhtar Adeleke, and I'm the author of the upcoming book, Stop Wishing and Start Doing. And as Harry said, I'm one of the first graduated of Speakers Are Leaders, and I run my own workshop called Unleash Your Superpower. And I'm also a property investor, a property manager when I'm not coaching and motivating people. So today, I want to share my opinion on those great speakers. You know, one thing that I love is empowering people. And today, I am grateful to have been empowered by each one of you. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Harry and Lily for creating this incredible platform, and for everyone who participated in putting this platform together, because it's really important for one to share its message. I believe our superpower is our story, is our blueprint, is what makes us unique. And today, I've been touched by each and every speaker. The first speaker, Val, what really touched me about Val is her vulnerability, her ability to stand for something, to stand for children in this world. And that come out through her vulnerability and authenticity. But not only that, to make a difference through her message to parents, despite her having to go through her inner struggle with whether she can still come here, whether she's still good enough to share the message because she's been going through a divorce, or despite that she's been through a divorce. I know that we all been there at one point where we doubt ourselves because of our own circumstances. And what is really inspiring about Val is how she overcome that limitation and still step out of that comfort zone, still break the pattern of submitting to other people's view of herself, to really have a breakthrough, because what she stands for is more important than herself. And I also like the way Val brought us in as the judges, and she asked a question. She said, tell me, what do we have to teach these children? And that's really brought us in as judges in this conversation. And I also like, finally, I also like the way she bring her whole life in, her children, all these funny video in her presentation. That was amazing. So well done, Val. Carry on, continue spreading your message and for standing for parents, children, and for good parenting. Well done, carry on. So our next speaker, Suni. What I love, one word about Suni is wisdom. What I love about Suni is the wisdom he shared, how he used the struggle he was going through to each time reinvent and transform himself. And I can tell you, that's not easy. Don't take that for granted. And that's something that I want all our viewers to learn. For someone like myself, I came from a banking background and I took a step to set up my own property management business and coaching business. I can tell you that it takes something to reinvent yourself. And in these circumstances, this difficult time of COVID-19, a lot of people will have to reinvent themselves, to retrain themselves, to readapt, to go back to study. And I really like in Sonny's story where he's sharing about going from marketing to accounting to set up his own business and for standing for medication for everyone in the world. So for our viewers, take this one message. Your obstacles are sometimes the door to your greatest opportunity. And I want you to listen to the message from Sonny and to really stand and not let your pebbles, your stumbling blocks become and make them a stepping stone. Make your stumbling block your stepping stone. Good. Very good. So, well done, Sonny. Next speaker is Jimmy Asuni. What I love about Jimmy is one thing that's really struck me is as I was looking at the story of Jimmy is the story that I was watching being a parent with a child with speech delay. I have a child with speech delay myself. And seeing Jimmy going through not only his inner struggle, but his outer struggle is just amazing. We all are disabled or have a disability one way or the other. But most of our time, our disability is hidden because it's inside. We might feel that we are not good enough and stuff. But Jimmy has to overcome an inner disability as well as an outer disability. And that's just amazing how he's able to share his message, to overcome being bullied and becoming the successful person that he is. And I really love his system that he shared, which is believe, organize, multiply, dismantle your distraction, add faith, and subtract your excuses. And that is really, really amazing to see someone with so much ability, despite the obstacle or the limiting thing that he was born with, to become someone really powerful and inspiring. That is unbelievable. It's mesmerizing. And it teaches each one of us to really seize the opportunity that life is giving us and to overcome whatever obstacle that we have. So well done, Jimmy. That's just amazing. And finally, Alberto! Wow! I love this guy. You know, I love the different personage he put on stage. You know, it's like, let me tell you, for me, it's like looking at a cartoon character. I laugh so much in my chair. You know, I'm like, okay, what's gonna be the next character he's gonna bring? You know, I was on the edge of my chair looking at, okay, what's gonna be the next character? And what I love about his story is what he said, that is not just about the game, it's about the message behind the game. And he said, one day without love is a day lost. And that is really, really deep. How many of us are here inspiring and motivating and making a difference to people? But do we make them laugh enough? And in this difficult time of COVID-19, I think someone like Alberto Pupo is making a huge, huge difference to the world. So well done, Alberto. Well done for doing this speech in English. You know, I could see like when you start to speak in Spanish, you had a lot of energy, and that's so great. So well done for doing that in English. It's so amazing to see you. And thank you, all of you. Thank you for my judges as well, my peers, for the great work that you did. That's so amazing. You know, thank you for the speakers. Thank you for Harry, and thank you for the viewers. That's all for me, and thank you so much.
And the next speaker that is about to speak is someone that she believes in herself. She believes in herself only to be a great speaker. She's also a broadcaster, and she is one of the support team of the speakers and leaders when we do our big events. Basically, when she's not around, Lily starts to panic a lot because today we're talking about the sense of contribution, and we're very grateful for her money because every time that we do the big events, she get our back. She's always doing all the things that had to be done in order to make sure that the operation runs smoothly. There is a lot of stress when we create those events, and her money, she has a lot of experience organizing events, and she removed basically 80% of all our stress in the big events because she knows how to handle the whole operation. So thank you so much. Herman is a great speaker as well. She has spoke in the Exponential Business Growth Strategy, and it's a great speaker as well. So we are very happy to have you here. So welcome to the stage, and I'm gonna put you the song that describes you because you believe in yourself. So welcome to the stage.
Hi, good evening. My name is Hermione Zahukai, and I hope you guys are doing really, really well out there. And we've just had like an amazing evening. You've been participating too. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a radio presenter in my local community. I'm a speaker. I also am a volunteer speaker for a charity, and I am a spiritual guide. So kind of one of my passions is helping people raise their consciousness as well as raising my own. So tonight, getting to the judging part of my job, I'm kind of paying attention and very, very aware that when we're communicating online, we kind of have an extra barrier that wouldn't necessarily be in place if you were in a room with someone. So I'm really kind of aware of that, and how engaging have our speakers been, and kind of can they hold my focus, especially for such a long period of time of 25 minutes. I mean, if you haven't ever spoken and someone tells you to go on stage and speak for 25 minutes, it will feel like a lifetime. So I thought all the speakers were excellent, and it was really, really amazing to listen to each different speaker bring a different way of speaking and also a different way of engagement. So I love that. And yes, you guys, you did all hold my attention. So tick that box. So Val, the speech was really like enthusiastic. I mean, you were really vulnerable, you were really connecting, and you were sharing something so personal, which was really, really courageous. I loved your message and your suggestions that we are here to kind of learn from our children, to consciously parent, and you gave us some really amazing tools that we could then use to connect with any child. So that was super, super valuable. I'd also just like to kind of say a message for anybody who's watching. If you have experienced any type of abuse or sexual abuse, please reach out to like the certified organizations, charities that can help you with that. You've got like mind.org.uk. You can go on their website. You can find information that can help you go through this trauma that you've experienced, or if you know someone that's gone through it. So please reach out. It will make a massive, massive difference to you. So just don't hold it in on yourself. Secondly, Sonny, that was really, really like, it was, for me, it was completely different. I kind of wasn't expecting that type of style of speaking, like as in relax, just listen to what I've got to say. So I found that completely different for me. And I really, really found your message powerful of overcoming your own personal struggles and then taking those and then sharing them out and finding a way to help other people. So your app, that sounds incredible. Like, and that's just such a way to go. Just find the things in your life and then use them to move forward and help other people. It's one of the best ways that you can kind of find a way to fulfill and give back and share with other people. Jimmy, I've seen you speak before, so I love seeing you speak again tonight. And for me, just the message, Jimmy, that I would take home from your speech was seeing that you have a different ability and raising that to be your superpower, and then going out into the world and just using it to the best way. Just don't use it as an excuse. Don't use it as, oh, I can't do this. Please, this is what I have. This has been my gift, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to go out into life and I'm going to smash it. So dare to be imperfect, 100%. Thank you for sharing that. Then we have Alberto. Never seen a speech like this in my life, for sure, for sure, for sure. I wasn't expecting such high energetic vibes and costume changes and all of that. Like, whoa, okay. So that was very, very engaging, very interactive, which was a really nice, I mean, it was really, really great, because after listening to so many speeches, you can kind of get like, woo, and then you brought back the focus. So thank you. And I just think the take home for me is enjoy your life. Have fun. Make sure you live every single day to your fullest, whether that be through laughter, whether that be through love, whether that be through having fun, but don't let a day go to waste. So I found it like incredible. So for me, thank you so much for sharing, you know, your stories. Thank you for being courageous and brave and opening up and showing the sides of us that we wouldn't have necessarily seen, and just using this platform of speaking to reach out to other people and change other people's lives. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And now we're gonna bring our next judge to share with us. And the next judge that's gonna share the experience is gonna be Juliet, Africa Wonder Woman, the great broadcaster. Very briefly, because now if you're in Facebook, please keep voting, because still you have time to vote. And then Christians, our next judge, get ready. So welcome to the stage, Juliet, for the feedback.
Thank you so much here this evening. And my name's Juliet Mahapila. Firstly, thank you so much to Harry, Sardina, and Lily Patrascu, co-founders of Speakers and Leaders. And it's great pleasure to be sharing the stage here tonight with all the judges, Sandro Hato, Shane Senior, Monica Cohill, Dr. Oli Miranda, Chris Miranda, Mokta Adele, Nikki Oke, and of course, Jenny Sanda Ahonsi Hukai. I'm absolutely delighted because I'm also the popularly known as the African Wonder Woman. And many of you have always asked me what I do. And frankly speaking, sometimes I even forget to introduce myself. I'm a motivational speaker. I am a community change maker and builder. I own my own TV show, problem solver, entrepreneur, and of course, I love the social impact in our community. What I love most is to bring people to their best, to do what they were meant to be doing in their whole world, bring a sense of passion in the whole world. And I love abundance and gratitude. My passion is working with the community, and I love to embrace this with all kinds of people and to where they are in their lives. I love for people to bring the best. And of course, my areas of community development has a community scientist. I'm actually a social scientist by background. I'm also a model for those who don't know. I'm also a politician as well. I stood as a councillor in the borough of Tollington. My opposition candidate was Catherine West, and I gave her a good run when we were doing the campaign a few years back as a candidate. I love to embrace with all kinds of people, and my areas of community development goes all in hand with peace, safeguarding children, bringing improved security in this world, health and well-being, inclusion and promoting health and wellness, improving persons with disabilities, sports, mentoring, capacity building, coaching and training, promoting leadership, gender, microfinancing, and many, many other things that people love. Fashion and design is something that I love. Social justice is something that I love as well. And of course, making a difference to this world. Thank you so much to all of you here today. You are absolutely brilliant. And I love to leave you with a story before I even give you your quick comments. When you're in the sports field, this is a story I've told every day. When you just are about to race, you know, I used to race in that field. And when you're just about to race, they say, on your marks, get set, and ready, and you run. So just remember, as long as you got into that field, you're a winner. And there's only one winner here today, and I wish you all success. I love you all for that. So my comments here tonight is going to go for, I'll start off with Val. And Val, you were quite amazing here tonight. I really loved your story, the way you told it as a person and how, as a child, how we should love children and how adults should go back as children. I love the passion that you bring in as volunteering for children. Your passion with children was not missed at all. And of course, as Jenny said earlier on, the judge Jenny said, softly spoken, I felt that in you, a healer. And of course, I put down here, you allow children to grow best here. And I felt that in you here tonight. Very well spoken and very well presented here tonight. So I love that you're teaching children, great, and you related to the audience as well. And of course, you were seeking to engage with all of us and reminded us how important it is for us to just remind us how to go back into our own childhood presence. So your presentation was there, really, really great. Dr. Sunny Ahonsi, with There is Hope After the Adversity. I felt that you were very educational here tonight. And I felt that there is a sense of, you were asking us to go and find our purpose in life. How many would like to be appreciated in their purpose of life? You asked the question. And of course, you explained to us the idea of persistence in whatever you were seeking to achieve. You had the ability and willingness to help others. And that really came across, engaged the audience greatly. And let me share you my journey or your journey experiences you told us here today. You engaged the audience here today. And you, of course, you left us with great hope. And you also explained that you embrace the difficulties. You explained to us we should embrace the difficulties, how we should overcome that in life. Thank you so much, Dr. Sania Ahonsi, and that was really great. Great presentational slides as well. That was amazing. And now, Olaolu Jimmy Asuni. There was a difference. And I love you're the author of Dare to Be Imperfect. What a beautiful title that you give us. I felt that it is thoughtful, consistent, and of course, I love the pace of your presentation. Very, very inspiring, I felt. Colorful suit, just like Lily said. Thank you so much for embracing and championing issues to do with disability. How you find out how you were different was absolutely a touching story here tonight. And that reminded me that you scored 6 goals. And I thought, I saw that smile in your face when you scored that 6th goal. It brought a sparkle in the audience here today. Quite engaging. And of course, I felt the chill go down into myself. I felt a sense of sports in you. And as you best described it here tonight, a sense of inspiring all of us to also think about people with disability and never to give up because of the conditions that can limit people or communities. I loved the boardmas of success and how you put it, what life is all about. And you began in saying, believing in yourself and organize your priorities. I love how you finished it by saying, never judge a book of its cover. Your dream is yours. Beautifully said. And finally, I just want to thank Alberto Pupo, I hope I've said your name right, all the way in Peru. I loved your ice breaking here tonight. You started us off with a very great icebreaker. Beautiful colors that you chose here today. Well thought through. I loved how you started with to construct, and you reminded us that life is all about happiness, and you asked us to think about that. You have to construct your own happiness, you said. I loved how you said that. My happy place is the stage, you told us here tonight. So I just felt that you presented beautifully, and you were on stage and you were consistent, engaging, great pace of speaking, great slides here tonight. And although you said English was not your first language, you presented beautifully. And I loved how you encouraged us to speak about happiness all throughout and to share that. And of course, you brought in the meaning of love. I thank you all for listening here tonight, and I love you all. And my name's again, Juliet Mahapila, African Wonder Woman. I got my TV show, and I'm gonna be writing all about you. So if you're interested, do give me a shout at JNM 1000 talk shows. Thank you so much. Harry, back to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Juliet. That was amazing. And our next, Josh, if you're at home, the polls are about to close shortly. The polls are about to close shortly, and we have Chris from all the way from Mexico, which is gonna give us introduce himself and gonna give us some feedback about our contestants. So let's welcome to the stage all the way from Mexico, Chris.
Hi. Thank you very much. I'm Chris Miranda, and I'm business coach. I'm chief learning officer in one of the most important groups in Mexico City. I help people to improve skills of communication, sales, and negotiation. I'm so happy to be here because it was a wonderful day of competition. Congrats to all contestants, because every one of you have what it needs to be a winner. I'm so proud of what I saw today. Today we learned different ways to share an idea and express your feelings. Thank you for sharing your experience and your love. The world needs commitment speakers who are able to transmit clear ideas and emotion, but most importantly, being inspiring leaders. Don't let to training every day. The training is the most important to be a professional. And remember, this is my opinion, my short opinion. The most important of this competition is that you don't give up. Your message is important for the world. Thank you very much, and thank you, Harry. Back with you.
Actually, and thank you so much, Chris, all the way from Mexico, for this powerful message. And I want to actually re-enhance what he just pointed out, because here the real competition is within yourself. The growth that you experience in a kind of event like that, it is expand you as a speaker. I mean, I'm surprised how Jimmy convey his passion and his emotion online, which is quite challenging. Actually, this is the very first presentation big online that Jimmy has performed as well in his life in big events like that. So so these kind of events has been a challenge for our speakers, and it shows that the most important thing is what Chris just re-enhanced. Regardless that you first, you second, you third, it's not about who's the winner here, because at the end of the day, it's just an empty cup. What is important is that you never, ever, ever stop sharing your message, because I really believe that your voice can transform the world. Because remember, speakers are leaders. And the last judge, I think that the last judge that we have in house now is like very, very close to the speakers and leaders family. She is the author of an amazing book doing with Lily's program, Property Investment Strategy. She's a property investor, and she will introduce herself briefly and give the latest, the closest comment of our participants before the vote, the official vote from the judges. So if you're in Facebook, still you have time to vote for your friends. And then Nikki, please welcome to the stage, open your microphone, and welcome to the stage, Nikki. Nikki, your microphone. Your microphone. Let me see. Now it's fine. It's fine now.
Okay.
Okay. Hear you clearly. Go.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry, I have a problem with my throat. Okay, a little bit of background about myself. I'm really into academic work. I'm an economist and quite a few degrees in business studies, and acquired an MBA with Henley, top management school. And right now, because through my property investment, I have successfully developed a multi-million investment, and which I share with the world. A few of you that have managed to come across me. So I do mentor and I do some workshops as well. But I've also taken early retirement as well through property investment. That's what my book is all about. If you want to gain financial freedom, I can actually educate you on how to do that. And you can take a back seat like I've done now. I get up and do what I want to do and when I want to do it. However, in the process of all that, I'm really quite bored. So I've gone back to university again to do a PhD program, which I'm rounding up early next year. So I've done so much in my life. Going back to the competitors tonight, I'm really quite impressed and taken aback by some of the messages. And I do wonder why life is so much like this. Some people have it all, and other people have to struggle to be who they want to be. Starting from Val, I was actually quite moved listening to your story, and the way you delivered, your story as well, really calmly. How you managed to bounce back to be who you are today after all the, bad experience as a child. And I like your passion about being parents and educating the world about what good parenting is all about. It's quite easy for anyone to just think you're divorced and not actually living with your children. Who are you to actually educate the world? And you have that passion and determination to, deliver your story. Well done. I like the way you conducted it. Coming to Sonny, you really impressed me as well. It's like going back to academic life. It's like going back to lecture theater. You were very systematic, very methodological, and bringing your experience right from childhood and gradually, moving on to actually educating the world, and very powerfully. And I like the way you actually sort of risen above all the adversities you faced. Your business closed down, you lost everything. That didn't actually faze you. You bounced back again to be who you are today and sharing the experience, with the world. Thank you very much. I really, very engaging as well. And Jimmy, what can I say? Very familiar with you. We've been together for such a long time, through Speakers and Leaders, but I've seen you at a totally different level. Very calm, and also show a bit of vulnerability. It's acceptable, very eloquent. I've never seen you this way before. You've always been very good, but today, just on a different level. That's all I can say. And keep it up. I'm very proud of you with everything you've done. And the last one, you brought a lot of, sorry, what's the name again? Alberto. I never expected what I saw in you today. That's a different way of learning, through humor. That really inspired me. That really woke me up. Initially, I was wondering what's all this about? But listening to you and about the way you said people can actually find happiness. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how you do it. It's very vital. And it's good for your well-being as well. Well done. I really enjoyed that aspect of learning. Thank you. You are all winners tonight. And you really inspired us all. Keep it up. Thank you. And Harry, thank you for giving us this platform. It's been really, really amazing. Awesome. Nothing can beat Harry and Lily. And we like the family and we keep on going with you. Sky is your limit. Thank you.
And the last voice of wisdom from Nikki when we hanging around in the Speakers and Leaders community, we call it the voice of wisdom. She is definitely someone that has a great experience in life. She's property multimillionaire. She have worked in so many different areas that it's a pleasure always to have her around. She also is an academic. She's had the PhDs, graduations, and it's always we always call it in the group, the words of wisdom. So really nice, Nikki, to have you around and keep hanging around now online. You will see the situation will be over shortly, and we are gonna come back to hang around again, and it's gonna amazing because now the family of speakers and leaders keep growing now just online. So now the family is international. Now we have people from different countries. Alberto and Val are in Peru. There are people in Mexico like Chris there. Now the family we're creating is an international family. So we are growing thanks to the type of events that now we're doing online. Okay, so it's time to the judges to vote. So Matthew, please launch the poll, and I want, this is the time, 17 past 10. 17 past 10, we are closing the poll in Facebook. So if you are now voting in Facebook, after now, your vote is not valid to close the verdict. And the judges, as soon as you see the poll, just vote it and type in the chat voted. So like this, I know that you voted. So judges, please, all of you are seeing the poll right now. Okay, and the judges are starting to vote. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Jenny already voted, Christian already voted, Hermione already voted, Juliet already voted. And let's wait a little bit more for the next of the judges. Monica already voted, and ladies and gentlemen, and Nikki is also voting as well. So a little bit, so ladies and gentlemen, the night is gonna be over shortly because the judges are just voting now. Juliet just voted, and this is it. This is it. We're waiting. And judges, please vote. And now we are going to exactly. Shane already voted, and ladies and gentlemen, the judges are voting right now. And at the same time now we are. So judges, please vote and type in the chat voted, so I know that you did it. And this is it. We are going to close the poll from the judges. So we're going to close the poll from the judges side right now. And now Matthew, our IT director, is going to compute now the results, because it will take 5 minutes to give you the final result, because remember, it's 50% the judges and also 50% the audience of the public. Lily, we are waiting for Lily to come back here and share a little bit more. In the meantime, I want to thank you so much, everyone, for participating today. It has been very a grateful experience. And if Lily want to say some words, about our programs before the Matthew finish the latest calculation to decide the winner today.
Well, what I do want to say is that it has taken me a long time to believe in myself. In fact, for, I would say 30 years, I didn't believe in myself and I was terrified of public speaking. And luckily, Harry Sardinas trained me as part of Speakers Are Leaders to become more confident. And since then, I have empowered more than 10,000 people worldwide in Singapore, Peru, Mexico, the UK, and United Arab Emirates. And next year, I've already been invited to speak in India and Bhutan and Philippines. And I've already been invited in 8 other countries to speak: Ecuador and Spain and Cyprus and many other countries, Uruguay, Costa Rica, and so on. And this is all possible because of Harry Sardinas. And Harry Sardinas doesn't talk much about himself, and he does put everyone else first, which I don't agree with, okay? But he is incredible. He's an incredible leader, and he has put everything together. I helped him a little bit with the copywriting and so on for the event, but for the most part, he organized everything. So you can imagine he has done a monumental work, and he has, worked for hours and hours to put this together. So I do want to congratulate him because he's a very charismatic speaker and leader. And he has gathered an amazing crowd of fun speakers and leaders. And together we are a crowd who is fun, and we are growing and we are supporting each other. And this is what Speakers Are Leaders is all about. It's about the fact that your voice can transform the world. And many of the speakers that you've seen here, Harry has trained them. And because of that, they are now making their own difference in the world. And without Harry, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I want to say a big thank you to that. So let's give a big round of applause to Harry. That's the funny thing about Harry, is that he's doing the production, so he is giving himself an applause, which is quite funny. And what a lot of people don't know is that he is very funny. And I've been pestering him for months now to show a lot more of his charismatic side on social media, and you're getting to see a tiny fraction. And I will keep pushing him so that he can show you how fun he really is. I know the close people who are part of the network know him a lot more, but I hope that you will also push him to show more of his authentic charisma on social media as well, because I think that every single person can be himself, can be authentic, and with that authentic message, they can rule the world. They can literally make a difference. They can inspire thousands of people. They can create a tribe of people just like them. And this is what branding is all about. It's about creating an authentic crowd of people who follow you for a particular message that you have. And Harry's message is that your voice can transform the world. And it's that speakers are leaders, that leaders are speakers, and that any small thing that you do really can make a difference. And no thing that you do is too small to make a difference, because every single thing that you do can influence someone's life. And because you did that, then you can influence 10,000 people, like me, for example. He influenced me, and because of that, I have already empowered more than 10,000 people. And then those 10,000 people, who knows how many people they will empower. So there's like a ripple effect that most people don't think about, but they really can make a huge difference as a ripple effect and so on. And you know, as a charismatic speaker and leader, one important thing is to write a book. So if you are still thinking about sharing your message, whether it's in an online course or whether it's in a book or whether it's as a corporate trainer, we can help you, because I have helped a lot of these speakers that you've seen today and yesterday and the previous days to create books like this. And because of that, everyone is now speaking in different, you know, they have different stages. And many of them have been invited to speak in different countries. They already have their online course, and now I have created Brand for Speakers University, where it's possible for you to place your course so you can have a bigger impact around the world. And yeah, so I invite you all to go to brandforspeakersuniversity.com and register and place your course there and start building your tribe and start growing your influence and applying some of the techniques from Nick Ronald with his Secret Influence book, because there are some amazing copywriting skills and techniques here. And to organize your business with the strategies from One Life, One List. I can tell you that this book is magnificent. And when you organize your life and you organize yourself as a speaker, then what happens is you can achieve a lot more. Because imagine that, let's say, if right now I said, I need you to speak in India, right? You will need your speaker media kit. You will need to have a book. You will need to have your workshop. You will need to have your passport details. You will need a lot of things. You need your photos of having spoken on stage. You will need your speaker video and a lot of things. So you need to be super organized with everything that the promoters need, so that you don't drive them crazy and you don't drive yourself crazy as well. And another thing is, for example, this book, right? Peak Performance Sales was turned into a workshop as well. And people paid me to speak in Mexico and Peru to talk about this, peak performance sales. And that's actually a passion of mine. It's actually a bigger passion than books. Because I love sharing stuff that are great. And I think everyone has their own passion, and this is mine. I love sales because I know I love helping people to get whatever it is that they want, and to share, I share products and so on. So now I would love to back the stage to a very charismatic speaker who a lot more of the fun that we all know he shares behind the screen.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have the result, the final result today. And I can say today, I mean, everyone, the level was so high. And, remember, it's always about perception, because at the end of the day, today, all the contestants were amazing, yes. But if you want to really know, the judges only have one option. The judges cannot say who's his first favorite, his second favorite. No, they only can vote only for one. So if we can share the results, these are the results today for the motivational speaking contest. This is the result, and the winner You can stop sharing the screen. Okay, thank you.
Can you say it again? Because we couldn't hear.
Yes?
Can you say it again? Because we couldn't hear who was first, second, and third.
Okay, let me see. Matthew, can you share it again? It's written there. Basically, as the result, remember, 50% is from the public, 50% is from the public, and 50% is from the audience, and then this get summarized. So Alberto have the first place is for Jimmy. Jimmy, he achieved 30 points from the audience. He achieved 56 points for the judges, so his total score is 86. Then Sunny, he got 48 points, all coming from the public. Then it goes Alberto, who has 3 points for the public and 44 points from the judges, so 47, and then Val. So this is how is the final score for the motivational speaking contest today. So I'm gonna give you, but remember, this is only just to put a number and to see who actually today touched the hearts in your home, and as well as our judges today. So I want to say thank you so much to the judges, and thank you so much also to Jimmy. If you want to say, please, Jimmy, just the final word today, just give it a hand. Okay, Jimmy, so today, definitely the judges get in love with you today. The speech was really powerful. I mean, we talk in the morning, and we work with this speech. We working with this actually today and several days. And I think that today your delivery was very good. Was like Nikki was saying, we have seen another Jimmy. We know you very good. It was a very powerful speech, very calm, in my opinion. You know, I usually train you to deliver even with more power, but I know it was a very settled and powerful speech, and the stories that were well articulated, and the way that you convey with us was amazing. So I want to congratulations. If you want to share some words.
Yeah, thank you for all of you who voted. I really appreciate it. Thank you. This means a lot to me. Thank you so much. That's it for me.
And from the bottom of Latin America, the happy couple from the America, to say a message of love to the happy couple in Latin America. I had to say, Val, that, you know, I almost, you know, when doing this job that we do, it's very difficult, because for me to cry when I see the speeches, and I cried today with your speech. It was it was amazing, and we know you very well. We know what you're standing for, but the speech that you delivered today in terms of expertise, it was out of the unimaginable. I mean, I saw you speak several times, but what you just landed today here, it was out of the blue. I really congratulate you. I think that was outstanding. And if you want to say something, and after the Dr. Humor, that apparently lifting the mood of the judges at the very end, it has been paying off. Judges are voting for him, even his English is no good. So humor actually works. Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much to everyone. And I have to say that let life surprise you. I met Harry and Lily here and got stuck in a house with them. Same with Alberto. And now they became my family. And by hearing him and Lily through my window, speaking to the group of speakers, our leaders, and I would be peeking through my window, I'd be, what is that about? And then I got invited to co-teach with him, and we've been partnering for 7 months. And I have now all the speakers, our leaders family in my heart, and now the judges, and now my love. What else is possible? Universe, show us more. Thank you so much to each and everyone. And I know without a fact, we will meet in the near future because our hearts have connected energetically. We have all an incredible, beautiful mission, and the universe has a plan. So I look forward to meeting with all of you soon. And here's Dr. Humor.
Hello. Hi. How are you? See, let's make so. Take your cup, please. Take your glasses, yes, please. No. In the Peruvian style is up, up. Everybody with me. Up, down, and the center and inside. Ah, I like it.
Congratulations, Jimmy. We're so
Thank
proud
you,
of you.
Thank
So
you.
proud of you. You deserve
Jimmy,
it, my love.
Jimmy, you're the best. I love you.
I'm very
Thank you.
grateful. Thank you so much.
And with that note, yes, Lily. Okay, I'm going to, and now on that note, congratulations, all the contestants, congratulations, all of them. Like, we want to know that this today is going to be very, very tight. So thank you so much for your participation. And then, Lily, I want to, first of all, say thank you so much to all the judges that have been supporting us during these 4 days. I can tell you that if you really want to lose weight and you put the 4-day, 4 hours event, you will lose weight. I think that I lost about 5 kilos in these 4 days. Too much light, too much the energy that you display in an event that is unbelievable. I have my towel here because I'm sweating and sweating and sweating all the time. Each of these days like run a marathon. So we are terribly exhausted and we packing our bags because on Tuesday we're going to Dubai because London is getting locked down. So we are getting out of here. Because we have speaking engagements over there. And in the meantime, everyone, remember the message of the Dr. Humor. If you want to be happy, make happy others. Jimmy, we are so proud of you for what you have achieved today. I really believe in yourself from the very first day that I met you. And Lily as well. And this is a true story. Jimmy was stuck. And the same time that we got stuck in Nigeria, in Peru, Jimmy got stuck in Nigeria, right? He was get trapped there and he couldn't go. So when Jimmy came back, right, he missed a few lessons from the Speakers and Leaders Club. And when I told him, Jimmy, we need to put green screen and everything in the computer, he told me, Harry, you know what? Remove me from the competition is too much. I said, Jimmy, we stick together and we do whatever it takes. Come on, you buy your green fabric and we're gonna make it happen. So Jimmy put a lot of effort to actually buy the green fabric, to put the thing, to rehearse his speech, to learn the new technology of Zoom, and the complexity that we have among ourselves has been challenging. Even Jimmy has been testing me, Harry, I'm tired, I'm testing him back. Jimmy, we all are, because it's extremely, you put a lot of energy in an event like that. So we are so proud of every single one of you. Val and Alberto, what a role models for our students, right? For just to show your professionalism and your open heart and actually deliver a presentation that our student can look up and see the quality of what they can be achieved, right? And then our second place, Sonny. And Sonny, I don't know if Sonny went to bed, if he's sleeping or if he's around, just to say hello to the second place, Sonny. I think that Sonny, he couldn't handle it and he's sleeping now. Look, the second place for today, Sonny. Sonny, come on, man. Second place, what are you doing? Sleeping? Just something before we finish the event. Second place, Sonny, for 1 point. Again.
No, I'm not sleeping. I am still awake.
You're still awake? Okay, congratulations, man. Let me play you a little bit of music before everybody goes to sleep. Amazing, Sonny. And this is it. I'm closing. I'm gonna pass by the word to final closes to Lily, and after we have finished the event, thank you so much for your participation. So Lily, just close.
And now I would love to congratulate all the winners of the best motivational speaking contest. So we had Jimmy, Christina, Mohammed, and Beata. And I would also love to congratulate the most loved by the public, who got the most votes from the public. And we had Sunny, Teuta, Luz, and Beata. Congratulations to all of you. You've been amazing. And to all of you who have participated and not won this time, you are still fantastic speakers. You still can get booked to speak worldwide, because when you compete with the best of the best, and there's only one winner, sometimes you just have to take second or third place, and that's okay. You can still get booked, so that's fine. And it's time for you to forget average and to embrace extraordinary. You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I ever met. Stuck in your heart, I hang on every word you say. So you're simply the best. Forget average, embrace extraordinary. It's your time now.
And welcome to Speakers and Leaders Club. My name is Harry Sardinas. I'm the founder of Speakers and Leaders.
My name is Lily Patrascu, and I'm the founder of Speakers and Leaders and Brand for Speakers.
Hi everybody, my name is Beata Podgorska. I'm a mindset and confidence coach.
I'm Tom Thompson, author of the upcoming book, Tree Economy.
My name is Teuta. I am an author. My first book, Born to Stand Out, and my second book, Family Legacy of Love.
My name is Muhammad Jalma. I help people to build their dreams and to make them a better person.
My name is Nida Sabah. I am an author and I am a political economy advisor.
My name is Will Gerard. I'm a life coach, therapist, and motivational speaker.
My name is Adobe. I'm a reinvention coach.
I'm Nick, and I'm the best-selling author of Secret Influence, Communicate and Persuaded Power, and a professional copywriter.
My name is Dilana, author of the book Get Stuff Done.
I'm Christian Mulder. I'm the author of this book, One Life, One List.
Hello everyone, my name is Duque, transformational coach and motivational speaker.
I'm Asuni. I'm an international motivational speaker, also the author of the Big Deal Business Package.
Hello everyone, I am Michelle Yao. I am a speaker. I am a life coach, helping people to find their life purpose.
My name is Christina and I am entrepreneur and parental coach.
My mission in life is empower millions of people around the world to have a voice, because I really believe that your voice can transform the world.
Since I joined Speakers and Leaders Club, I since have enhanced my speaking skills. I was able to gain a lot of confidence with speaking engagements. I'm now speaking internationally.
I've got to use public speaking and online public speaking to get my message across, to connect with people, to tell stories that bring people in and engage them, and to be a more powerful speaker.
What I've learned here is giving me, and I'm even learning, I learned how to go on Zoom for Facebook Live today.
Since I joined Harry and Lily, I've gained unimaginable confidence. I've gone from a shy guy now being the president of one of the biggest London Toastmasters clubs. I organise my events, and I founded one of the largest growing copywriting communities on Facebook.
Working with Harry and Lily and being a part of Speakers and Leaders Club is just amazing. We share, we care, and we help each other to grow and how to get success.
I learned the structure of the speeches, how to engage the people, how to package your message, how to sell from one to many, but also by online.
Reason why I joined Speakers and Leaders. I was looking for somewhere that would get me, would understand my vision and run with me. And I got that when I joined Speakers and Leaders. Harry Sardinas, Lily Patrascu, thank you 1,000 times over for helping me realize my dream and my passion within my book.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to see all those inspiring people.
We will do different for the whole world and build a new future for our new generation.
Join Speakers and Leaders Club so you can discover how to become a more charismatic speaker and leader, how to overcome the fear of speaking, how to speak more confidently, how to get paid and booked to speak on the stage, how to build your coaching and speaking business. Register at speakersandleaders.com and I'll see you there.
And welcome to Speakers and Leaders Club.